Going once, going twice. All right, we'll do a faxpiration. Right. So let's see. Ooh. Okay. What other player character does your character find themselves having the most in common with? And also, what character do they have the least in common with? So I'll go ahead and post that to chat. And while you ruminate on that question, does anybody for a third hero point and a third hero point draw want to sum up what happened last time on Outlaws of Alkenstar? If you do, roll a d20 into chat. If you do not, I will try my best to recall what happened. Revising history as necessary. Alright, we got a 17 for Bellinora. Going once, going twice. Alright, Bellinora, what happened last time?
Okay. 2 weeks ago, our session began with a cutscene. Showman Lazarius recounted his experience witnessing the Pyronite demonstration and unveiled the person that likely cracked the code of Pyronite when Vashon and, he and everyone else has failed to do so. So the person turned out to be a friend of Vashon's who was a former priest of Bry named Kathawana.
Phoebe tasked us with retrieving him and brought Vashon along for the ride. And then basically after questioning Vashon, we went to the part of town that we expected him to live in. And once there, we started asking around. We talked to a precocious newsboy who then directed us towards a goblin scrap merchant. And basically we heard the story about a shootout that happened in that part of the town where a mechanical cat flew out of a workshop and there was a lot of commotion. While we were there, we uncovered my missing robot and friend and caretaker, Stu. And fortunately, my team was kind enough to help me purchase him back. From there, we continued on to the place that we suspected to be Castellano's workshop. Upon entry, some clockwork automatons sprang to life, and goddamn they were tough. Goddamn they were tough. Only by the grace of Ketrin are we still here today, and her continued bolstering of her medic abilities. But I think we just about wrapped that fight up. There might be one left, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you guys are still engaged in bloody combat.
Yeah. The other thing is that there was some kind of spy robot that popped out during the fight and then left the building and is likely informing someone, so we are on a time clock to kill this robot, search the place, and get out before whoever shows up.
Beautiful. Alright, go ahead and take your third hero point and your third hero point card draw. Alright, if anybody's interested in answering the question, which is it's a two-parter question. Go ahead and roll a d20 in the chat to get that faxpiration die, a d3 that can add to any d20 check after the fact. If no one is interested in answering the question, that is okay too. We can just go ahead and jump right into the game. Alright. It seems like it is too early on a
I will
Sunday.
take a stab at this.
What?
I want boons.
Okay, going once, going twice. Alright, double feature Bellinora. Which character do you have the most in common with? Which character do you have the least in common with?
I think that she feels that she has perhaps the most in common with...
Goddamn. I think Vulture, perhaps, because Vulture,
Okay.
only for one reason, which is Vulture, as a robot, he feels very otherworldly. There's something different about Vulture that she can't put her finger on. And as Bella, as someone who doesn't necessarily belong in Alkenstar, she kind of gets a sense of that he is of somewhere else.
Okay, I could see that. All right,
And
what
then-
is the character you feel the most in common with?
Or the least in common with. I thought that was
Yeah, the least. Yeah,
Yeah.
the least in common.
And sorry, bud, but it's stacked to deck because he loves to fuck with magic, and Bellinor's entire shtick is mitigating the effects of wild magic.
Fair. All right. You may ask the same question of any NPC you met previously in the campaign. They will try their best to answer.
Okay, Vashon, tell me about him.
Who's Vashon think he has the most in common with of everyone in the group? He thinks he has the most in common with Mother Ketrin, because she is very responsible, and despite being a sexy young thing, she often gets mistaken for being an old lady, and despite being a sexy man, he gets mistaken for being much older than he is, and generally he knows that she's the backbone. And just kind of keeping the whole group together, and he feels that in all the group projects he's ever been in, he's been the foundation, the backbone of those projects. Honestly, put a wig on him, he could just be Ketrin. That's his take. So,
Wow.
who is he the least like? Let's see. Who is he the least like? Gosh, man, that's tough. He's probably the least like Discretion, because he feels Discretion, she tries too hard to be cool, and if you're really cool, you don't have to try so hard. So he definitely, as a guy that's naturally cool, he could never really relate to what Discretion's going through. And that's the hot take, and the spilled tea.
My character loves that man.
Fortunately, this is meta knowledge, right? And there won't be any accidental breath weapon AoEs or anything.
It's Leo with enough AoEs.
Oh, fair. Anyways, I guess we got to jump back into it. So let's do that. I have to make government agent spit out the bonus real quick. Hold on. Phoebe, where's the bonus? We need extempore effects to activate. There we go. Oh, the owl already had it. Wow, okay. Man, you're so far ahead of me. Like 4D chess here. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I answered it last time and I never used it, so it's just.
Oh, then that's not 4D chess. That's all right.
I'm not operating on that wavelength today.
That's okay. It's okay. I had a great time last weekend, and my destroyed immune system is making me pay for it now. Yay.
But you survived the concoction, so.
I'll be honest, I only choked down half a liter of the concoction. I'm going to finish the other half liter today.
And, dip your toes into the pool.
Now that it's stewed. But I drank a full liter of water yesterday, Doc.
That's good.
So you'll be proud of me there. All right. We left off at the beginning of, was this round 5? Did we leave any notes for ourselves 2 weeks ago? Boy, that'd be cool. Let's see. Note to self 2 weeks from now. Hey, nice. Stack, Discretion, and Vulture are immune to battle medicine, and I have already used my free immune to battle once per day use. Signed, Ketrin. I don't think that's from 2 weeks ago, though, is it? Maybe?
Yeah.
I think it is.
It says when
Okay.
it lasts as a timestamp 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you, Ketrin. So we at least know something about what's going on. Bella, start things off for us.
Are we on the map?
Oh,
And then we are on the
I'm on the map. Here we go.
Hey.
Hey. All right, start things off for us.
I'm gonna throw something at it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm there. All right, I'm here now. I can't. It's just taking a second for me. Let's see. I see him. I think that's him here. Okay. Yep. I got his name.
Yeah, you're here,
Yep.
and then there's
Oh, I
just
can so
yeah.
let me just put something in my hand, and we will get started here.
Okay.
What do I don't have a great sense of my inventory. I'm gonna throw a bottled fire at him, or a alchemist fire. And go to actions. It should
If you've ever had to heal in an MMO and you have the healer mods installed, apparently that's close to what these Pathfinder alchemists are dealing with every turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hero point it.
Okay.
I should have devised stratagem, but I'm not all here today.
That's all right.
God damn it.
All right, his tough carapace.
I
What?
want to use my Faxpiration. No, I'm not going to use it now.
Okay.
There'll probably be something important to use it for later.
Also, you missed by 4, so it wouldn't have worked. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold out a Alchemist Fire to Vashon for him to throw on his turn.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, his turn. He will one Pac-Man, whatever the new interact is, where you
If I
take shit from someone else.
Drag to him? Is that how this is gonna work? Should I drag a thing to
Yeah,
him?
that'd be great.
A second. See if this works. Here's an Alchemist Fire. Huh? You're not allowed to move items to this character, it says.
All right, just delete it, and then I'll have one added to him.
Okay, it's a moderate Alchemist Fire.
All right, great. All right. Let's see. Okay, I've got it on him now. There we go. It's got an Alchemist Fire. Okay. Which one are you aiming at? There's Katrin. Oh, there it is. There are just the one left. All right, there's just one left. All right, here we go. Go ahead and throw it. Critical miss. So as he throws it, it just goes like way, way, way over everything. Just kind of smashes over there. With a grim look on his face, he nods like that's not what he thought was going to happen. And then he will pass turn to Vulture. There you go. All right. Vulture, who has been dazzled for a whole minute because of a wild magic surge. I remember, it's all coming back to me now. 13 points of damage to this here robot, and that will be enough to destroy it. And I want to say that is the end of the fight then, right? Is anyone dying or hurt? Well, I mean, people are hurt for sure, but I don't think anybody's dying, right?
No, Catcher was able to get us all up.
Hell yeah. All right, in that case, Vulture, if you're all right with it, everyone's all right, we'll end combat.
I am with it.
All right.
His targeting sensors correct themselves just enough so you can pull the shot off.
Fair enough.
All right, guys, we don't have a lot of time. Let's scout this place and get out of here.
And
Stack, what was upstairs?
Ooh, that was
Tell me we at least have healing potions then if we're doing this without healing.
Yeah, there could be more dangers, y'all.
I was gonna suggest that we take 10 minutes and I can heal 2 of you in 10 minutes while the other 2 search.
Oh, spicy.
While the other 2 search, then
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a upstairs. There's a like a bedroom with some desks and such.
That's me. I'm on that.
Come here, Stack, you're hurt.
All right, so
Thank you.
Katrin, I will leave you to that. I will send Waluigi upstairs with the other 2. They're exploring just in case. And according to the adventure, you have X amount of time before Y happens, so I will move the time forward
I will
to
scout
reflect that.
How do
as
we?
I keep a lookout.
Okay.
Is there a place we can input our travel activities?
Yes, I can throw up the macro for you guys as well, but I have to go up to that floor with you guys. Hold on. Where's that floor? Here we go. All right. Do we want a cameraman up there? Maybe. Eh.
Oh, yeah, because I don't have anything. Oh, yeah.
Here, I got this new cameraman. He looks like a barrel. Then you can never tell that there's a cameraman there, unlike that pesky juice golem. Alright, so everybody should be the owner of this cameraman now. Yeah. Just a barrel. There's not a cameraman hidden in that barrel. There we go. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so when you get upstairs, you guys see coming out from this sort of chimney stove situation over here is a boy. The boy looks like he's maybe 12 or 13 years old. He looks over at you, and he freezes, like a deer caught in the crosshairs of a hunter's rifle. And he immediately turns and begins to climb back into the chimney to try and get away from you. Pete, whoa, what do we got here?
I don't know, but I don't want him to run out. Like, who are you? What are you doing here?
Okay, so do you try? What do you do then?
Try to grab him by the scruff and pull him back down the chimney?
Shit. All right, let's roll some initiative.
Okay.
Toss this child a cause.
Cameraman out. All right. Wait, why is there only Bellinora and Vashon? Wasn't there another person coming up here, or is it just Bellinora? I thought you guys were splitting the teams.
Assumed Vulture was going up too.
Vulture, you going up here? Yes, no? Vulture?
Sorry, I was on mute. No, I was not going up. I was going to stick by the door because I saw one of those eye things fly off, so I'm just keeping watch.
Oh, fair. Okay. Unfortunately, the boy has one initiative with a 21, and he rushes into the thing.
Was it said it was a chimney?
Yeah, like a little chimney situation, like a ventilation system.
It's like Spider-Man.
All right, so that is his move. Vela, it's you.
I'm just gonna shout, "Hey, don't run! I'm not gonna hurt you."
You also notice that he is on the other side of what looks like a barricade here. That was set up of boxes and barrels and bins and sacks and all that kind of stuff. So getting to him would have required a bit of hassle anyways to get over that debris. But as you shout out to him, go ahead and give me your impassioned what is it, diplomacy in this system? Give me your impassioned diplomacy about why he should stay.
That's weird. Oh, that's because I'm trying to select initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
that's pretty good. Okay, so what do you say to him?
I just say, "What are you doing here? Are you like living in here or something?"
From the chimney, you hear a voice, kind of echoey and tinny, say, "It is not what it looks like. Well, he does not have any friends, but I know Koshawana, and he would be okay with me staying here."
Look, I don't have any problems with it. I'm just here trying to uncover what happened to him. Did you?
I
hear
just
what
heard
happened?
more gunfire downstairs. I don't want any part of that.
Look, we got attacked by the robots. Everything's safe now. Don't worry. But
The robots
people
are here to defend the warehouse.
okay.
The other people that came in, they had guns too.
Did the robots scare them away?
They tried, but I think in the end, those people were successful.
At what? Taking Kasawana?
You hear some, just sort of like, heavy breathing, like he's trying to like, kind of calm himself down. He says, "You have any money?"
Bro, like literally no. Like I don't think I have any money. Oh wait, no, I didn't get to. I got to return that rune last session. Listen, if you give me some information, what we're looking for, we will give you some money. I promise.
All right, with that
I hold
28,
out. I hold out some gold.
all right, with that 28, he comes out of the ventilation, and he says, "Okay, then we can talk."
But what happened here? What was the deal with the shootout? And do you know about Kasawana experimenting on Pyronite? Have you been around for the big explosions?
Well, I know that he's been working hard and blowing things up. He and it's just been him and Sweep Up and his cat. But is she okay? Did you see a cat while you were fighting?
I didn't see any cats.
So-
the metal flying cat? Is that what we're talking about?
No. It
Normal
is a
cat.
small cat, brown. Her name is Masu.
Bella leans down like the staircase. Someone look for a cat, and then yeah. Let's see. What else do we need to know? So, do you know if they took Casawana when the shootout happened?
They came for Kosawana. There was men and women with golden guns. I think they were the Gilded Gunners. They're mercenaries.
That checks
who-
out. We know who they are. Yep.
There was a small man with them, a halfling, I think. Big
very
mustache.
angry?
Yes, he was shouting a lot.
Yeah.
They were coming for him, and then poor Sweep Up, he went up to the people and they shot him.
Oh.
They killed him. And then, well, they didn't see me. I ran. I work sometimes for Kusawana, running errands for pocket change. But he flew away on a big metal cat. The people, they stayed for a time. I think they were setting up traps or something. I've been only using the air ducts to come and go just to this room. I'm afraid to go into the warehouse proper. Just staying here on the roof. I figure if Kosuwana is gone, it would be a shame to let this wonderful lot go to waste.
Well, that's between you and him if he's still alive. You know, I don't care if you stay here. But you might want to leave for a little while because people are coming back. Probably the same people that came for him. So.
All right. Thank you for the warning.
I give him 2 gold.
All right. He tosses it over the barricade. He snatches it out of the air and he starts packing up his stuff. And he says, "Thank you. Oh, if you find Masu, please take care of her, or bring her up to me. I will wait a few more minutes if you think it's safe." Meanwhile, downstairs, go ahead and give me a perception check, Vulture, to see if you spot anything interesting, and also this cat.
I should have asked if I was hidden or not.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't know if that would actually see. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So you do see a cat up in the rafters. It is a beautiful and adorable, and it's got a little hourglass collar and big yellow eyes. It seems curious, but also scared.
Well, I have no context clues. It's just a cat.
Right.
But I guess that hourglass is an odd collar object. Fair enough. Evens odds. Evens, yes.
Bella would shout out,
Alright.
"Someone get the cat! It's important to him. It might make it, if we find him, it might make it easier to deal with Casawana."
As his curiosity starts to ping, then he hears Bellinora off in the distance yelling about a cat.
Yeah.
And he'll shoulder his rifle for now, and will kind of slowly approach it.
Okay. So it's up in the rafters. So it's like a ways.
she's gonna-
Yeah,
she's
ways
gonna
up
try
in the
and
ceiling.
Figure a way to navigate up there.
Okay, fair enough. Meanwhile, Catcher, you're delivering heals to these folks. So go ahead and roll your healing minigame. Oh, you've already done it. Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Bellinora, what do you do? Do you stay here with this kid? Do you help get the cat? Do you investigate elsewhere? Do you try to get past the barricade? What's the
No,
plan?
I'm investigating. Well, is there anything in there with you? What's past the barricade? I just shout to him.
Okay, you ask the youth what's past the barricade. He says, "I built the barricade in case they came back. I wanted to make sure when I was sleeping I could at least hear someone coming." You look around, and this loft is a 5-foot tall gap, so it's not a very high ceiling, but it's fine for you and this kid. Above the building's wooden offices, it's crammed around the edges with tools, dusty boxes of alchemical reagents, clockwork parts. There's a ladder that connects it to the warehouse floor below. And on the eastern wall, a metal exhaust vent is conspicuously clear of materials. A barricade has been created using boxes, barrels, and other detritus from the room. It basically just looks like junk / a sleeping area. You can kind of see on the south corner of the room.
Okay, well,
What?
if it just seems like junk, I guess I wouldn't stick around to spend too much time on it. I did hear
Okay.
there's alchemical reagents. I am actively looking for Casawana's, like, Pyronite supplies, but other than that,
Okay.
I probably wouldn't spend any more time up here.
All right,
Unless I
fair
saw-
enough. So then you would head back downstairs.
I'm just looking for notes. I'm looking for chemicals.
All right. So back downstairs. All right. The cat is up in the rafters, right about here. So where it is, but like what, 40 feet up, something like that, which would make it pop through the roof. So we'll say it's like, I don't know, it's up there.
Where I left could I have asked him, does he know where Casawana went?
Oh, he says, I had no idea where Casawana went.
Fair. Flew away on a cat. Okay. Get out of here, kid.
Please, promise to take care of Masu.
If we can get him out of the rafters, we will.
The kid sneers at you and says, adults are always promising things. And he disappears into the air duct.
All right. Anyone have a plan for getting this cat down? Discretion? Can you get up there?
Climbing.
All right, fair
No
enough.
for me, dog.
Doing the old-fashioned way.
Okay, so this would be in 5e, an athletics check and an acrobatics check, and we'd high five and call it Dunzos. Here in the land of finding paths, it may
It's
be a
20
little
more
bit more.
steps.
Yeah, so no, we have climb and balance. There we go. So give me a climb check and a balance check. Booyah. It's just different names. It's just different names.
With
I'm
higher
I'm
numbers.
assuming I'm no longer dazzled either.
You got Evie, you got Cremus. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. All the same.
Alright. Climb.
Goddamn, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you climb up.
Balance.
Spider bot. And then you fall back down. No, I'm just kidding. You get up, but you're gonna have to move hella slow with that 19.
Probably
trying
for
to
the
kinda-
best, because I don't want to scare the cat.
All right, so you're now up there. We'll say that the easiest way to go would have been to climb this ladder and then climb the rest of the way onto the rafters. And then you're kind of moving across towards it. The cat stares at you like, what do you think you're doing up here?
I'm also, can I make a command animal check to sort of calm it?
Oh,
And-
you're gonna bust out this.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's
Yeah.
get that. Yeah, let's get the check going. As a vet, does that actually work? Is that the
No.
language? Okay.
No.
All right.
I'm gonna it.
Okay. You perform the ancient rite of this, and being a regular ass cat that's leveled -1, this works. The cat, lets out a and kind of like looks over at Ketrin, and then it lets out a long, sad yowl. Like, my life has been so bad lately. You have no idea.
Who told you the ancient woods?
Stack, do you understand him?
You don't understand, but there's like a primal part of you that's like, Ketrin must have something good they want to give or say. Like a hungry human seeing a banana.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're just like, huh? They know something. They know something. All right, so Misu the cat looks over at you and lets out some yowls to kind of communicate that life has been real shit, and I ain't happy, and what do you got that could make it better for me, kind of thing. All the while, you are getting closer to the cat, Vulture. So Vulture, you either need to out-stealth this cat while balancing, or you too must perform the command animals to sort of calm it as you approach.
Well, I think my game froze.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Give me a second.
I can delete all these robots that have particle effects on them, or actually I can just clear the particle effects. There we go. There we go.
You know, make
Oh,
it
you know
feel
what?
like
Those
you
were
don't
caused by
want
the
to catch it.
concealment. There we go.
Yeah, just make him feel like you don't want to. He doesn't want to be caught, and then that'll make him come over.
Alright, back in.
All right, Ketrin, you could also, as a follow-up, you kind of, as your command, what was the command that you gave it? Come towards you?
Yeah, to sort of be calm and stay there and not run away.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it
Yeah.
stays calm, and its eyes remain fixed on you.
Oh, that was sneak. Oh well.
Oh, that was the sneak? Okay. The cat is distracted by Ketrin, and it only has a passive 18 perception. And so you are able to move up on the cat. Do you want to try and grapple the cat? Or do you want to try and command animals it to be like, I'm gonna pick you up?
I got +3 on this. I mean, seeing as Katrin's trying to keep this thing calm, I'll try and follow suit.
Okay.
Also a command animals, but it's probably gonna go well.
All right. To domesticate cat, you're trying to beat a 16 here. You got an 11. All right. So the cat's gonna be spooked from you then, and gonna kind of start moving towards like a window or something like that. All right. So with a jangle of its little hourglass bell, it sort of sprightly kind of darts away to get away from you. Doesn't leave though. It's still curious about you guys. Meanwhile, down on the ground floor, you see Vashon take out his pocket watch. He looks at it, he looks around, he says, I don't know about you, but I don't know how much longer we could be staying around here. Maybe we should just start throwing everything into a sack.
I'm down for that. Can I aid in rage looting?
Alright, so Bellinor is going to be rage looting. Is anyone else going to join in on rage looting?
No one please help
Yeah.
me rage loot. I can't carry anything.
Okay. Discretion joins the rage looting party. Vulture and Ketrin are on Pokemon team. Stack, what are you doing?
I try to look for anything. You haven't really.
There are
This is
2 doors that haven't been opened and explored yet.
Yeah. Let's go and check on those. Let's go.
Okay.
We'll open both at the same time.
Oh, hell
That always goes
yeah.
well.
Alright, so as you open this door, Stack, you get flavor text, and boy, is it a doozy.
Awesome.
Ding, ding, ding! You won the prize.
Alright, this room's walls are lined to the ceiling with shelves overflowing with metal ingots, spare parts, clockwork components, and assorted junk. Teetering stacks of metal pipes, rods, and gears balanced precariously against the shelves. The window to the eastern wall is boarded up from the inside and unreachable due to piles of random parts. Your feet slide a bit in some oil and other clockwork fluids that form a pseudo blood trail from the doorway to a small metal boy. The lower half of his body is completely missing, destroyed by ballistics. He looks up at you with flickering, dim blue eyelights and says, "I'm hurt. I was shot.
Ooh, I didn't do that.
Is father okay? I mean, he is not my father. I am a machine. A machine cannot have a father. Is Kosawana okay?"
Sure.
As he says this, and the effort of speaking, you see fluids kind of go squirt, squirt out of his
Right.
rapidly dying body.
All right, wait. How do I fix you real quick? How do I fix this?
I was shot. my lower half has been destroyed. Fortunately, I do not have any pain sensors, but I am imagining what it would feel like to have my legs destroyed by a gun. It would feel bad. I'm not supposed to imagine things. Machines are not supposed to have imaginations.
Now you can imagine
Hold on
whatever
now.
you want to. Now you can. Now, how do I stop this not bleeding? Like,
While this is happening, discretion. You open the door and find this ruined storage room smells harshly of chemicals and ash. The floor is covered with broken alchemical glassware of every description. The former contents pooling in the center of the room in a multi-hued puddle. Metal shelves, torn books, and scattered notepaper lie everywhere.
Sorry.
Okay.
Page loot. So the notes will like go in my like pocket or whatever, and everything else will go in the bag.
Okay, so you're gonna head into the room and to loot then?
And avoid standing on this weird puddle.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm being reckless abandon.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Okay. So
Words
What?
of being loves to hear.
So while that's happening, Bella and Nora, you're checking, I'm gonna say, the north part of the the workshop. Okay. So in the north part of the workshop, let's see.
Like Batshon holding a sack, I'm just throwing stuff into it.
All right, so you would see area A5. So this area seems to be the site of an explosion. That's the top left corner, northeast. The walls are lined with sandbags, most of which are torn open as if by 1,000 cuts. The frayed edges of the linen scorched. The center of the room is burned black like a starburst. Soot and debris radiating from an ashen center. A makeshift bunker of sandbags lies just around the corner from the blast site. The faint stench of brimstone and black powder lingers in the air. You know this smell. It's Pyronite.
Does the thing where she like puts a little ash between her fingers, rubs it together, tastes it.
and then you brush your teeth with it to make sure it's real. Like,
Okay. There are all manner of just random clockwork and alchemical goods in this top corner. You can give me a hidden, what are we doing? Perception, to see if you discover anything, and apply your investigation bonus to that. Ketrin and Vulture on Team Pokemon Pal World. What are you guys doing to try and get Masu to calm down? Ketrin?
So,
I'm gonna pull out a ration from my backpack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say something similar.
Okay. Is this like who does the cat love more challenge? Like, do you pull out a ration also?
It's
or-
not gonna be a challenge. It's gonna love Ketrin more because Vulture loves Ketrin more. So.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. So do you want to try and do an aid, Vulture? The DC is a 16. Otherwise, you could just let Ketrin do it.
It's of the same check, right?
Yeah, it's a handle. We're not handle animals. Whatever we're calling it here.
It's only bad if you fail or critical fail. I can't remember.
Both.
Oh, God.
No, I think it's critical fail is where you penalize your friend. So.
I mean, you're as good as I am.
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right.
It's a DC 16. You can just roll with 16.
We're talking about me, right?
Or not. You didn't critically fail. Okay, so you are of no help, Ketrin. Let's see that command animal DC 16.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah, Masu is like,
Listen,
doesn't apparently like that too much. Starts heading for the door.
talking about a cat here, guys. If you aren't spending a hero point, the fans both are right here.
How many fans?
Okay,
really
fine.
have?
I will.
All right.
To use it for something.
Time rewinds, and then
I will spend one of mine.
okay.
Yeah,
Hey.
sure. Or never.
Yay!
All right. All right. She's like, all right. And so
I was just gonna track afterwards, but
she hops down, like only Cat can do, and heads over to Ketrin to get some treats. Okay, so while that is happening, so in the room, discretion, As you enter and begin rage looting, which was the plan, and you're totally within your rights to do so. Let's see. Oh. Okay. So as you are doing it, the camera shows like all these cool, like quick cuts of you, like, yeah, grabbing something off the shelf. Grabbing something off the shelf. But in the background, you can see fucking Mousers from Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? The little bipedal like rat traps. You can see them moving into position to sort of ambush discretion as they are moving around the room, grabbing things, and then all at once, the Trapjaw Tangle Swarm attacks.
Oh, it
I told
actually
you.
are Mousers.
Yeah. Campaign is wild. Okay, so I will roll it into initiative.
And of course, it's a swarm.
It's a robot swarm, no less. Like, why not?
Her greatest
I have
enemy.
breath weapons now. You can't stop me.
Oh, hell yeah. You evolved the survival skills you needed.
Through adversity, I have adapted.
Alright, let's see.
Oh wait.
Oh man. Well, if we got Mousers, we got to play a little bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game music.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Only
Just
right.
makes sense.
Dak, next chance we get, the next time we're not in combat, I really need my bombs back that I gave you this morning. I'm
Oh
running
well,
out.
everyone needs the goddamn bombs. It's just like, don't put them in the fucking bag.
Listen. You wanted to carry the thing. You're holding the purse.
All right, here we go. All right, Vulture, you got your own business to deal with. This cat has come up, but you got a pretty good perception, and you can see right through the door.
Yeah.
You see a tremendous amount of Mousers have formed up into a swarm and look like they're getting ready to kick some ass.
It's actually good that I am up in the rafters, away from any danger. For now. Alright, then, since I rolled stealth for initiative, one shot, one kill turns on. Acting for it. Here comes surprise. So it's off put to me. Here comes the first shot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
That's
Good
two-
start, good start.
That's 2 20s in a row. What the fuck? Something's not right.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Use them
It's
all up
karma
today. You
catching
don't,
up to us finally
yeah,
in a good
you don't
way.
need them tomorrow, bro.
My soul weeps.
Oh, hell yeah.
You
Okay.
guys are doing fine.
Alright, so let's see. I don't even know how it's gonna figure. Oh my god, it's instantly bloodied. You just kill half of them with one bullet.
I don't know.
Incredible.
Sure. Fucking Revolver Ocelot over here. The bullet just pings around and just shreds through like multiple.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Alright, that turns off. And
Oh, here you
then-
go. You shoot one so hard that its body gets pinned to the ground with the bullet, and as its body continues to try and move, it knocks the others down with it, like, fucking bowling pin the rest. It's beautiful.
Or the alternate was I shoot one and it explodes, and the shrapnel just takes out a couple others around.
You know what? That makes a lot more sense. We'll go with that one. Alright, what else you got?
Alright. From this, you know what? I'm just gonna do. Wait, no, wrong one. Getting back to the swing of things. Which one is it? Covered reload. That's what I was looking for. I don't think I am going to be hidden. I'm just gonna be taking cover.
Okay.
To reload, and then here's second shot map.
That's gonna hit. Alright. Let's see. Takes no damage from that, such as its resistance to, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, that's it for me.
Alright. Let's see. Play passes to Ketrin. Ketrin,
Oh, I assume I
you
have
are-
like lesser cover up here. If anything.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Catherine, as the gunfire starts, you see Masu is spooked, and she is going to run away on her initiative.
I will, for my first action, attempt to command an animal and suggest she climb in my backpack where it is safe.
Okay, all right. All right.
Okay.
That is too shy of the mark, so she's definitely not going to climb to the backpack now. As a cat, you activate her defiance disorder, so she's definitely not going to go in the bag ever.
Okay. Well, then I am going to reload my pistol with elemental ammunition.
Ooh,
and I need another action. Damn it.
which we now know apparently you have to flick a switch on the ammo to get it to turn on. It is real strong though. It is real strong. So
yeah.
right, yeah.
I guess I will just move up.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Stack, you're up. You hear gunshots going off, and this little baby robot says,
I am afraid, though I cannot really feel fear, for I am a robot. But I do not want to be shot again, and I am worried about Kusawana.
Are you like?
If only I had legs, I could find him and keep him safe. Or
Alright.
at least I could sweep up the floor.
All right, we're gonna backpack this one. All right.
Oh,
is
you're
he-
picking me up?
Yeah. Is he? Can he be stuffed in the bag?
he is a tiny creature, so he's the size of like a human toddler.
Okay.
But only the upper half, because the bottom half is destroyed. So it's very like miniature C-3PO.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you just stick him in your bag.
He says, I am very sorry. I am getting fluids all over your nice things.
It'll clean out.
My bombs.
Wait, are you putting him in the bag of holding?
No, backpack.
Oh,
like his
your backpack. Okay, yeah.
He says, yeah, I am getting hanging fluids all over your nice things. It is very nice to meet you. My name is Sweep Up. I will die soon.
Jeez.
Not if I could help it sweep up and name Stack, and then I'll go outside. And then...
Is that because you stack things?
You know what? Yeah. I do stack things.
Sweep things.
Alright. Where are these Dinos at?
You feel the robot hugging you.
We can be friends.
I like this robot. Hey guys, I found a pet.
Did you just call
did you
a
robot?
robot a pet?
Across the room. He looks over, and it says, Stu disapproved.
You also see Vulture disapprove.
No, look how cute he is. And yeah, but anyway, all right.
Alright, so one Pac-Man to pick him up, one Pac-Man to stow, and then one Pac-Man to leave the room. So that would be the 3 Pac-Mans. Alright, Bellinora, you're up.
No, we're here. Okay, I'm going to move down until I can see what's going on. I can see what's going on. And then, let's see, that was 1, 2, 3. I can't really move to get closer, so I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna first put it in my hand. I know, okay. And then I'm going to throw a bottled lightning I got a target. At the swarm.
Okay.
Wait, no. First, I'm going to devise stratagem.
Okay.
Hold on. Is that this right here? Devise stratagem. Apply effect. Oh, it's private. Could you reveal that for me?
Yeah, you got a mighty 12.
I rolled a 12, so yeah, that's probably gonna do it because I have like a plus 11.
Okay.
So that will be a 23.
23 hits.
Okay, then I will roll the damage to make it happen. Oh, I gotta turn it off private.
Okay.
But either way, I can just damage. I can just press that.
Yeah.
Damage. Not bad.
Alright.
Takes 10 damage plus whatever.
Well, 10 damage, and then we now know that the splash is already factored in, blah, blah, blah. And then it has vulnerability, gasp, to electricity. It is near death from your attack.
Great.
And it is now off guard.
Yes. So I strode, I divide stratagem, and I attack. That's my turn.
Okay, beautiful. All right. Washon says, "You got to focus on the prize, huh?" And he just continues rage looting, just taking everything, all 3 Pac-Mans. All right.
Bellinor approves.
Masu says, "Fuck all loose," in Beast Beach, and is gonna move, dash, and get out of here.
Crap.
Mission failed.
Well,
Cat's
I mean,
gone.
it's Pathfinder, so the cat also has a shitty speed. It's not a monk, you know what I'm saying? A monk cat would be pretty cool.
Should have shut the doors behind us.
Discretion. You're up.
No. We're finally here. Time to put an end to these swarms. Robot swarms. Alright, inhale, exhale.
Swashbuckler's natural enemy.
Alright. I just want you to know that now you have to live with the consequences of doing well in combat, in that you'll never find out the cool shit that a Pathfinder Mauser can do. I mean, you could just look it up after the adventure, I guess.
Okay, let's drop this here. A little bit of a reflex save.
Alright, there we go.
It might just like,
I'm telling you, unless it gets a critical success, it's so dead. Alright, yeah.
oh yeah, sure. So this is
All right.
splash and also lightning.
A cartoon animation plays of you seeing their non-existent skeletons as they get like electrocuted, and then they all just explode, fall over dead.
Well, before I was so rudely interrupted, rage looting, so back to that.
Let me end the encounter. Back to investigating. Thank you, Ninja Turtles arcade game. That music was good shit.
That was slaps.
Hey,
Yeah. Took me back.
Vulture, can you fix this sweet baby?
Next year, when you all come to MagFest, we could play Ninja Turtles on free play. Just saying, they got a whole arcade. Hashtag MagFest. I'm saying. Okay. Anyways. So yes. Sorry. What did you ask me, Pump?
Oh yeah, no, I asked if Vulture could fix him.
Oh, Vulture.
After I climb down.
You see a clockwork child. It is bleeding, quote unquote, through Stack's backpack. Its eye lights are flickering dangerously. You know that this thing does not have long to live. Ketrin, even though it's a robot, it is still a child, and you feel your core values being assaulted.
Can I roll a engineering lore to know if, like, if we tried to leave right now, would it survive until we got somewhere else, or do we have to operate right now?
You have to operate right now, obviously, because you know that's just how. Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Okay.
clear table.
Would I medicine check, or would we crafting check?
Okay, this is a crafting check. Let's see. A crafting check now would essentially stop the loss of fluid, but to repair his body is going to take about an hour.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Also, he says, I also don't know where my key went. Without my key, when I wind down, I will never wind up again. It is like I will go to sleep forever, even though robot is not supposed to sleep.
do you know where the key is, roughly? Anywhere?
I don't know where the key is.
Where were you shot?
I was shot in the legs.
No, but like where in the room?
I was shot over there. People came in the door. I was excited to have visitors. Kosawana does not have people over very much, except for the small boy, who is very sweet. He runs errands for Kosawana.
Wait, what small boy?
There's a small boy living in the attic.
You said the key. You said the keyword.
Yeah, so someone go find the key. I'll work on him.
Vulture will go look for the key.
I will go to the attic
Okay.
because there's a small boy living in the attic.
Yep, you said the keywords.
Yeah.
We have,
All right.
we have a sweet baby right
All
here.
All right. Stack, clear off a table, put him down.
Okay. It is a DC 21 to essentially robo medicine check this kid.
Okay, shit. I'm gonna have to pull out all the stops for this. Can you give me one of my cognitive mutagens? I think I gave it to you, or maybe it's in my inventory. Hold on.
No, I think I got one
I have-
right. You have it. Oh, never
I
mind.
have one still, so I'm gonna drink this real quick. That will give me a bonus to my crafting checks, I think.
Yep.
In Arcana crafting, and then I think that's gonna have to do it. So then a crafting check is coming. On a crafting.
All right, as you're preparing to work, you hear Stu over here. He says, mistress, I see that you're trying to do something. Try not to cock it up.
Stu, can you help you clockworkian?
I would help, but it doesn't really benefit us in any way to assist this small robot. It is too small to prove of use, and it is badly damaged. We should focus on the rage looting, as you mentioned earlier.
I mean, you're kind of small, Stu.
Dude, this thing could be helpful. We need it.
I mean, look at his face. And look, he turns his face to look at this little baby.
I think that crafting check will do.
Yep. You managed to tie off the various tubes and leaky bits, and the fluid loss stops. Sweep Up says, I think I will survive now, though I will live a life without legs. I will try my best to continue sweeping, though it will be hard and take much longer than normal. I hope that father, I mean to say Kosawana, a robot cannot have a father, is able to still find a place for me.
Alright, anyone find that key?
I mean, there's fucking clockwork keys everywhere. But you guys should, with time, be able to craft a new key.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah.
I have gone up into the attic.
All right. As you go up into the attic, you look around, and using your matronly background, you know that yes, a 12 to 13-year-old boy has been squatting here. I assume you just like football player, just like push past the barricade because you're just fucking diesel as hell. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the boy has actually, after they left, snuck back, and he is looking for anything of value. He pauses when he sees you, football player, through, and says, "Wait, I was on my way out. I was leaving. Please, I don't want any trouble."
Do I recognize him?
Do you recognize him? I would say, you know what? Hell yeah. You recognize him as Janaya. Janaya is, he refuses any sort of aid from you and your order. He does not trust adults. He feels that he has to do things his own way, and he has a very bad smoking habit. That he kind of spends all his money on fine tobacco instead of saving his money. He does all sorts of odd jobs around town, many of which put him in a lot of danger.
I will say, very incongruously in Mother Ketrin's voice, Jonaiah, what are you doing here? I told you were going to get in trouble if you kept this up.
He looks around confused. Mother Ketrin? What?
Oh, it's a disguise, honey.
Oh, you're Mother Ketrin?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you look so cool now.
I roll my eyes.
This kid wants to die.
He then gets like a gruff demeanor, and he says, "Well, I don't know why you are here. I don't need your help." And he just starts like picking up stuff, looking at it, throwing it in a sack. And he's doing his own little rage looting up here. And as soon as he found out it was you, for a moment he was like, "Oh shit!" And then he went back to, whatever. Starts rolling up the sleeping bag.
I'm gonna hand him a ration, and I'm gonna say I tried to get your cat, honey, but she ran off. She got scared.
Oh. What about Sweep Up and Masu in the same? Really sad.
My friend's trying to fix your robot. By the way, Do you got a key?
Oh, no, I do not have a key to any of the machines. You saying
Okay.
that Sweep Up survived?
Well, if my friend is pretty good at crafting, so I think she'll be able to fix him.
Mother Ketron, Sweep Up is a miraculous clockwork. It is not like the other clockworks. I think that there is a boy's soul inside that machine.
Really?
He is curious and kind. He has many questions and is full of love, I think. Kosawana does not treat him very well, but Sweep Up loves Kosawana like a child would love a father if they had something like that. He says bitterly.
Well, I bet he would feel more comfortable if you came with us while he was getting better.
I'm with you.
And I'm gonna like look off to the side and pretend I don't want him to, but
Oh, okay. All right. So go ahead and give me a diplomacy. With your background of orphanage matron, I'm gonna lower the DC for him, which was already pretty low because he's a child commoner. But
oh,
ooh,
all right. I'm a hero point it.
okay.
Much
Oh,
better.
damn. Okay. He says, well, I have nothing going on right now. Perhaps I could help you just until he is better.
Okay, come on, kid. We got to get out of here before these golden gunners come back.
Oh, you're right. One of them had a shotgun. They shot Sweep Up with a shotgun. Who shoots a child with a shotgun?
A monster. That's who.
All right. So, back downstairs. Vashon, still rage looting, says, all right, how you doing, Discretion?
No. I think I got most of it. Do I have most of this? Where am I? How is it going for me?
You feel like you've gone through this room and found anything that might be useful, but mostly it's pretty garbo in here. It looks like there was a large colony of rats at one point, which might explain why he set up the trap jaws. But there's no sign of those rats anymore, except for their
Alright.
empty nest and little poop pellets and stuff.
Come on,
Yeah.
y'all. Let's get out of here.
All them notes and stuff also just worthless.
It's hard to say now, right? Because rage looting does not equate to reading notes and stuff. So you grab anything that you think would be useful later, and then you guys are going to do one of those cool research scenes, you know what I'm saying, where you have everything spread out on the tables and trying to figure out what makes sense.
Charlie Day with the conspiracy board.
To me, everything like all of this mechanical stuff seems like trash anyway. So I mean, it could be really good. I think I got the good stuff, Vashon.
Oh man, so you come out with 2 55-gallon trash bags of garbage. All right.
There'll probably be about 24 of these announcers in there as well.
Yeah. All right. Vashon says, good. And you see him looking at a very fancy thing. If someone was an investigator, they would be like, that's a very important thing that he is looking at.
Are my hands tied up in Sweep Up, or can I go investigate the thing?
I think he is a loud enough individual that you would at least glance over, and then you would see that he is looking at a thing. So, let's see, what is he looking at here? Yes, this stands out from the rest. It is a darkwood box supporting an intricate clockwork device of fine bronze springs and gears, each with a forearm-sized hexagon quartz crystal at its center. A series of tiny hammers and chimes are mounted along the top of the device, and a metal cylinder with a series of bumps on its surface rests under a dozen narrow strips of metal. Centered above the crystal is a bronze clock face with tiny crystals indicating the ordinals. Now, if that doesn't sound fucking important, I don't know what else I could say.
I
But
can't
I
even
do,
make out what
I
that was.
do have more to say.
Oh,
Peculiarly, this clock face has 13 ordinals instead of the usual 12.
the hell's an ordinal?
That's like, what, an
The
hour or
locations
something?
on a clock, yeah,
Hour.
the hour markers on a clock. Yep.
Okay.
So the clock is accurate, and it seems to be reflecting the time that is on Vashon's pocket watch and most of the clocks on the walls. Everyone can give me a perception check if they would like.
It's a weird looking clock fashion. Probably worthless.
Don't throw that in the sack. Take that
Now,
separate.
there's definitely worth some money, if anything. I'm gonna have to pack it up. It's gonna take a little bit. All right, so
Perception. There it is.
Vulture, your heads-up display starts doing like that T800, like, you know, scanning shit, like, you know, readouts and all that kind of stuff. As you look at the clock that he's working on, and you look at all the clocks on the wall, including the Felix the Cat clock and all the other stuff, you notice that the grandfather clock to the south is the only clock that is not currently moving or running.
So the one to the south?
Yeah, this one right here. This is this grandfather clock that was actually drawn on the map. As you look at it, the clock seems to read. Let's see. Oh, okay. So the clock's 3 hands seem to be 10 minutes past 2 and about 7 seconds.
And they just stopped? Or
Well,
they're
this
still
clock, yeah.
moving?
Well, the clock is not wound or anything. All the other clocks in the room seem to have been maintained and well wound, or they have some mechanism that allows them to keep going. This one is the only clock that is stopped, and that is the time that it is stopped at.
As I look closer at this grandfather clock, does it look like there's any like indents or anything?
Yeah, so you rolled really well. So as you are investigating it and you open it up, you see that the means by which to wind this clock has been deliberately disabled. But feeling around inside, you don't see any like hidden goods or writing or anything like that. While you're investigating that, and they are sewing up or soldering up a sweep up, Vashon is trying to pack this thing away, discretion, and as he begins to kind of touch it and move it, the crystals begin to light up, and a soft sort of like churning of gears begins. The crystals begin to sort of move, and then it begins to chime. And it chimes once, twice, twice, and then 7 more times, and then once, twice, and it just keeps doing that as the intricate gears and hammers and everything begin to turn and move. And Vashon says, "What the fuck?"
So you said it had like weird hour signs on it?
Yeah, it has 13 ordinals instead of 12. So it's implying that midnight would be at 13 o'clock.
And the clock face on this thing, you said it was 2:10 or 2:07?
It's 2:10, 7 seconds after 2:10.
Okay.
Yep.
Vulture will point out that after he hears this thing making a clicking sound of that rhythm, he'll say this clock, it's currently stopped at 2:10. That thing is making rhythms of 2 and 10. There's definitely a link between this. It looks like this clock can be fixed.
One of them's doing 2:10, one's 2:07, right? Well,
No, it's
Vulture
doing
turns.
10.
2, and then 10, and then 7 seconds.
But the,
Oh.
yeah, the grandfather clock
Mm.
has 7 seconds after it.
Yeah, that's the time on the
Grandfather
on the
clock.
grandfather clock.
Yeah.
I see.
And then the pattern for the chimes is 2 to 7 over and over and over again. All right, Vashon says, "All right, we don't got time to figure this out. We got to get out of
Yeah,
here."
we do. Shut up, Vashon.
Just all right. Well, he throws up his hands.
Time. I thought you're supposed to be smart.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're the smart person. You better fix it. Make the clock work. This is what you do.
I know, but we really need to leave.
We should
Oh,
go.
man.
But there's a puzzle.
All
I
right.
refuse.
I'm thinking.
Okay, watch the doors.
Would the clock face, the weird one, fit into the grandfather clock?
No. This is one of
No.
them really
Okay.
like. This is a big. Once it unfolds, it takes up a large amount of like table space with all of its arms spread out like a flower's petals kind of deal.
Wild.
It looks like it could be folded up into like
More
a
portable
cylinder
state.
for storage and stuff. But right now it's all like unfolded and stuff. So he was trying to fold it up when it activated and started doing that.
Okay, so
You
I'd
also
like to-
see on the table next to it are all sorts of notes, clockwork components, and what looks like a Bryite Bible. In fact, there's several copies of the Bryite Bible here.
as Bella stumbles up, she looks pretty worse for wear because that mutagen just like completely takes away her strength. So she's even weaker than normal. She says, "Someone grab that stuff, and I'll take a crack at this clock." What's coming to mind is I want to move the middle arm so that it's representing 10.
Okay.
But I want to mess with the mechanism that's like preventing it from working, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So with a grandfather clock, and some of them use a key, and some of them have like a chain to activate. As you are looking at the innards of the clock, it's definitely been deliberately sort of sabotaged so that it could not be wound to get started. You could force the hands into whatever position you like if you wanted to, though. But it looks like to get it operating again, you would have to spend a few minutes like working on it and fixing it.
I don't think we have that time.
While she's
Yes.
looking at that,
Mhm.
can I grab one of the Bibles? Is there something like a second chapter, a 10th verse, a 7th word, something like that?
Okay, yeah. You have a religious background. As you are sort of looking at the book, which is called Logic of Design. Go ahead and give me a recall knowledge. Just a broad spectrum recall knowledge. Okay. All right. So as you are looking at the book, one thing that does pop out at you is that they are definitely different printings of the same book. That's something that becomes apparent right away. That's not unusual in any sense. The chapters are divided into 3 subsections essentially. So you've got the heading, the subheading, the chapter, the heading, and the subheadings. And they are numbered, number dot number dot number.
Well, then I would look for the second part, 10th chapter, 7th, or whatever. 7th
Okay, so
subheading.
you
Yeah.
go
That's
you
two.
go to
That's
you go to 210.7.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Oh, I had this in my notes. Hold on.
Someone should close the back doors while we're doing this. Keep them coming in through the front, if anything.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so in 210.7, it basically says, to dismantle another's work is to silence their song. Respect each creation to whom it may belong. And then it goes into a more detailed teachings about how, as a creative community, we should be working together. And not, trying to sabotage others' work, but to learn from it and grow. And when one of us succeeds, all of us succeed, because progress is building upon our previous successes, and so on and so forth.
Fucking Breites.
Any what about 227?
Oh, okay.
Benefit there.
So as you go to look at 227, let me see. It is not there.
Well, that's weird.
That's just one of the books, right? There's
Yep.
There's multiple books.
Yep.
Well, I'll look at the other book.
Okay. You kind of toss that one aside, flip open the next one. 2.2.7 is not in this book. It goes from book 2, chapter 2, paragraph, 6,
So,
and then it goes to 228. There's no 227.
and it's no page torn out. This is just like a skip in text.
It's just a skip in text. Yeah, it's not there.
Conspiracy.
Gonna have to ask someone.
All right. You check the third book, and it is
Sure.
the same. And it is the same. Yeah.
Scientifically significant.
All right, we should probably
right.
leave.
I agree. But first, I
Alright.
want to force the clock into the 10 position, just quickly.
Okay. Yeah, like kind of pushing them into position. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, let's leave.
Okay.
If you see the cat on your way out, grab it.
We should leave through the back.
Leave this poor puzzle unsolved.
I think we got a significant piece of what we need.
Oh, wait, sweet pup, come on. Yeah, make sure I have him in the bag.
So, oh yeah, my bad. So out on the street, you guys hear the classic Western sounds of steam-powered horses and people going, "Yeah, hey, yeah!" And then they seem to be approaching the front of the warehouse. Do you guys stay and ambush them, or do you leave?
Nah, leave.
Okay.
My vote's leave. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
No, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, we can take him.
Okay.
All right. As you leave, Masu the cat has been secretly waiting here, and they look over, see that you have Sweep Up and stupid Jonah. That's not very nice. Oh my God. Sometimes, Foundry. And it and she kind of rushes up to Janaya, and Janaya picks up Masu, and all of you head out. I'll take you back to the dashboard. Let's see. There we go.
Close the door behind us.
All right. Then you close the back door behind you. All right.
Uh-huh.
It's one of those things where right as you're closing the back door,
The front
like
one's
the front,
open.
yeah. Well, the front door was destroyed by a by
Oh
a
yeah,
trap.
that's true.
Yeah, but people are definitely heading in. All right, so. All right, you guys are back out into Alkenstar proper. Oof.
I guess let's head back to the Barrel and Bullet so we can dump out our rage loot sacks and figure out what we have.
Evil Masu. Oh my goodness.
Damn wild today.
I mean, I don't see the contradiction there.
Aw, I mean, yeah.
Misunderstood.
No, they're pretty. They're pretty evil. I mean, they they can.
What
It's
they
proof.
do-
It's proof that evil things can love you, but it doesn't change their alignment. All right, so I'm assuming you guys. Where do you guys go? I don't want to assume anything. Where do you guys go? Exiting this place where you may or may not be under pursuit.
I think I'll suggest the barrel and bullet. So yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, so you guys are going to try to head back there while not being followed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to shake our tail.
All right, that works for me. If I could get from each of you, some skill check that would aid in the traversal of the city to also avoid being followed. I'm going to be looking for 3 successes. I am going to set the DC at a 22. All right, so discretion is stealthing.
No, so it's-
Okay, Katrin
Alkenstar
is parkouring. Vulture is stealthing,
I'll reroll.
and okay.
There we go.
Oh wow, okay. Almost a critical success there, Vulture. All right, and Stack is successful. We are still looking at 3 failures. I needed 3 successes, so you guys will be ambushed.
Push it.
Oh, you'll push it to get a critical success. Oh,
Yeah.
baby. Okay.
I can hero point. I still have.
Oh,
Did
okay.
I fail? I didn't see
Yeah,
my
you
roll.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So discretion failed by 3. Ketrin failed by quite a bit, and then Bellinora, you failed by 6.
Okay, well then I'll hero point. I still got a bunch of them.
Okay.
Where'd my thing go? Huh, my thing just disappeared. I'm just gonna re-roll it. Alkenstar lore roll.
Okay. All right. My bad. I was mistaken. With the 3 successes that you guys got, you were able to lose your tails and make your way back to the Barrel and Bullet Saloon. Burdens with a cat, an orphan, and half of a clockwork toddler.
1.5 new clockworks.
Yeah. All right. So, when you guys arrive, Phoebe Dunsmith says, "Now what's all this you got here?"
We went. To...
We have so much junk.
All right. Take it upstairs discreet like, okay?
That's my specialty.
She scowls. Your specialty, but sure. So you head upstairs. All right. So we're gonna put you guys over on that map. It's been a while since we've been over on the map. Let's see. Take these cuties. Head over to a secret base. Where's our secret base? Upstairs. All right. Okay, so let's see. All right, the door closed. Now you're safely back where you belong. What do you do next? Dump out all your ill-gotten gains? Or, sorry, your evidence that you collected at the crime scene?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Roxy approaches, sniffs curiously at everyone, looks hungrily at the cat. The cat looks warily at Roxy, and is going to go up high onto this this cabinet. But Roxy have wings, so it's not an issue. Anyways, they'll have their own thing going on. I believe this is Potato, your Sweetwater cleaner that you recruited. So they're pleased to see that you guys have returned. And if you want to drag in a fresh token, since these are like long ago disguises, that is cool too.
Yeah, I tried doing that, but it gave me Secret Man from Foundry.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's see.
What are these dice symbols?
Yeah, what are those dice symbols? Let me see. They are from the tile. I think someone tried to drag something out. It might have been me. That All right. So, many things to unpack here. I'm here. What do you need?
Well, everyone else, I guess, is taking out the evidence and pouring it out.
Mhm.
Vulture's gonna go over to this little robot that's half a thing at
Oh,
the time.
it would just be it would just be flopping around like a little 3CPO from Stack's backpack.
Since there was quite a lot that was going on while that
Mhm.
was happening, he wants to look at this thing closer.
Mhm.
I guess.
Yeah, sure. Give me a recall knowledge on it.
And I'd help you and potentially start trying to repair it.
Oh,
Although
nice.
I'm not as good as Bella. Cough, cough.
Bella keeps turning into an old man. Let me grab a fresh Bella for him.
I think our crafting is maybe about the same. I have a +6.
I have a 7.
All right.
So, in order to repair Sweep Up's legs, you can definitely use all of the junk that Discretion gathered up as supplies. So it will not cost you guys any money. But it will take an hour for each attempt, and the DC is a 21.
Well,
I'm away from
I'll
computer
just.
right now.
Am I to assume you guys remove your hats of disguise or no?
I would.
What time of day is it? It looks like it's getting towards evening, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if
it's
there's
already in the. Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else that we're going to attempt to do today.
Okay. If you do, Vulture, Sweep Up will look at you and say, "You are a robot." And with your recall knowledge, Sweep Up, Vulture, you, Sweep Up rolled on you, I guess. When you roll on him, you realize that he is a clockwork. He's built like a clockwork. He follows all the same specifications as the clockwork, but he has an intelligence. He has an artificial intelligence. This is not unknown to you as an automaton, though as an automaton, it is believed that your artificial intelligence is a result of an actual soul or spirit being put into a mechanical body.
Right.
Clockworks, by their very definition, are not supposed to be sentient. They are not
They are
supposed to.
golems.
They are
Constructs.
They are alchemical golems. Yes, they are non-magical golems. They are not supposed to have their own thoughts. They're not supposed to think for themselves. The weirdest thing that's happened lately is some of the clockworks have started to wind each other, which is considered to be unusual and disturbing behavior. But this is well past this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, this guy is engaging in all manner of imaginative thought and ideas. Even the quite fancy robot Stew is not on the level that Sweep Up is on.
Yeah, after Vulture has like finished up his scanning of Sweep Up, you'll kind of like look at this this clockwork. You are more similar to me than anything I have seen so far in this city.
I'm Sweep Up. I was made by Kosawana. He is like my father, but not my father, because a robot cannot have a father. He is my creator. He is good to me.
When he says that, those of you with any kind of perception, you see Dunaya kind of roll their eyes when he says he is good to me. Like that is not the case at all. And he says,
He gives me a purpose. My purpose is to sweep the floor.
You are far beyond anything of just a regular robot.
Well, I have the specifications of a clockwork, but I have more of the functionality of a robot. It is important that I understand that I am not alive, and I never will be.
I believe that assessment is incorrect. As I
But
said,
if I were to tell you the truth, I am very excited. I thought that I was going to expire after being shot and having my legs destroyed. But my friend Stack, he is named that because he stacks things. He saved me. And then this person fixed my hoses and tubes. All of my vital fluids remained.
the fact that you feel that way shows that you are not normal clockwork. Do you know if Kostawana was working on any other type of unusual clockworks before you?
Kosawana was working on something called Pyronite. He was very scared of Pyronite. He was very mad at a man named Vashon. That man right there, Vashon.
Why was he working on perfecting something he was afraid about?
He wanted to understand it. Understanding can help you control and overcome your fears. Knowledge is power.
So, Sweet Pup, Kasawana took off during the shootout. Do you know where he might have gone? Does he have any other hideouts?
I do know where he went. He went into the sky.
The sky?
Man, I was about to give you legs, but goddamn.
He... Wait.
But goddamn to my legs? Which god?
It's a saying.
Can you tell God I am sorry? I would like legs. It would be easier for me to
Fine.
sweep the floor.
We'll get to that soon. I think it was mentioned that a large mechanical cat came out of that warehouse, flew off.
Yes, into the sky. And Kosawana, he was on that cat. That is why I know he is in the sky now.
Okay. My companions here are asking if you know the location of where Kostawana was going to when he left, or was he just leaving to get out of there?
How embarrassing for you. Look out this window. Do you see the blue stuff? That is the sky.
There's still some programming that needs to be... We can talk about this later then.
It is okay. I did not know what the sky was at first either.
Yeah, he would not have been told. He's being treated as a work slave that's there to just sweep the floor. He's not going to be told where he went. You can do more than sweep the floor. You could probably also, like, you know, sweep tables.
Oh, wait.
And
And mop.
things.
You're not making this
And mop.
better.
Wait, I got an
You
idea.
can
You like
go
card
to the
games,
college
kid?
and become like a
Card-
wizard.
Card games? I read a book about card games.
Oh,
But-
see,
I have never played one. I tried to play a game with Janaya, but Kosawana yelled at me. He said
Oh,
that
no.
robots do not have time for play. They
Oh,
must
no.
always work.
oh, they have time to play and make money with cards.
I read a book where a small boy played with a cat. I wanted to play with Masu, but I was afraid that Kosawana would be angry with me.
Hmm.
In the book, the cat played with some yarn.
Do we have any yarn?
Oh, in the garbage that you collected? Sure. Yeah. there-
Oh yeah, here you go. Here's some yarn. Sweep up. Play with that cat right now.
Okay.
He flops onto the floor
Hold
painfully
on.
from the backpack. It starts to
Vulture will-
crawl after the cat.
Vulture's gonna
Oh.
pick him back
I am
up.
Simpa.
coming to play with you.
Oh my god.
Sweep up? No.
It's important that he does this for himself.
It is important that I do this for myself.
Exactly.
Just-
See, it's
could-
his own idea.
There's a targeting reticle that started to form over discretion.
Roxy goes over and says, "Roxy," and
Yeah.
tries to take the yarn away from Sweep Up.
No, Roxy. No. I'll just put Pup on Roxy. Roxy.
Oh, okay.
You are now the steed of this
Eh.
child. No, this is good. This will be good. It'll give you a purpose as well in this. in this
Roxy looks at you,
organization.
and in Draconic, she says, "Roxy!" Which means, I'm Roxy. I'm not a mount.
But you could be this could be your, I would say in Draconic, like, this could be like your robotic servant who you carry in order for them to assist you in reaching your destiny.
Give me a diplomacy.
This could be your treasure.
Bolster just looks at Ketcher and is like, "Is this what we're fucking teaching them now?"
I just shrug. It's gotten out of hand. I can't stop it.
I'm fine. With this.
Roxy agrees. This is a good idea. Now she will have help in catching the pesky cat. She takes flight.
Excellent. And then in common, I'll say, "See, now everyone is happy." No, come back. Kiss. I'm out of my depth. I'm sorry. Wave the yarn. It attracts cats. Wave the yarn.
All right, so
They're having fun. Children.
You hear the
What are
cartoon
they
sound
like?
effects of furniture being knocked over, glass breaking, cat meowing. You hear Roxy!
It's just Tom and Jerry. It's just Tom and Jerry now.
Phoebe pinching the bridge of her nose as she hears crashes upstairs.
Stu is going to begin tidying up, as is his way. He doesn't need a robot to sweep up. He's perfectly capable of that. He looks to you and says, Miss Discretion, do you need assistance sorting your garbage?
Where I'm from, this is referred to as a hoard, but yes, please.
I see.
I'll dump it all on the table.
I will start picking through it to try and create some mechanical legs.
All right, fair enough. So how do you guys want to prioritize this? You want to try to get Sweet Pup's legs fixed and then do your investigation? Or do you want to investigate first?
I'm probably not going to be very useful in the investigation part, so I'll assist Ketrin with the leg assembly.
Okay. All right, Ketrin, an 18 is not enough. Need a 21. So you will have to spend another hour and more garbage trying to build this kid some legs. Let's see. Vulture.
I'm gonna yell at Bella to help me.
Once you prompt her to, she was definitely like not thinking about. She's like, he has a dragon now. He's fine. And, but
accessibility dragon. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So okay, yeah. But once you prompt her, she'll be like, fine. I'll help you out with this.
All right. So this third attempt will represent the last of the scrap that you were able to salvage. If you needed any more checks after this, it was going to cost actual gold to fix the robot. But 3 hours later, unless Vulture, was that your attempt to aid Ketrin?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 hours later, you have successfully built legs for Sweet Puff. Are they just standard robot legs, or did you guys do something wild with them?
Oh, you mean you didn't give him spider legs?
Oh my god!
I don't have spider legs.
What's coming to mind for this guy is, like prosthetic legs, how they have those like paperclip style ones that bounce.
Yeah.
Okay, the ones that are so fast when you're running that you're actually not supposed to use them in the Olympics or something.
Because those ones. Those exact ones.
I mean,
he's got a little spring in his step now. He's okay. I think it matches his personality.
All right, he does an adorable little Disney kid dance with his legs, and he says,
These legs would make me happy if I was allowed to feel happiness. Thank you.
If you were allowed to feel happiness?
You're allowed to feel happy now.
No, robots are not allowed to have emotions.
Well, you want to do things you're not allowed to do?
That would be terrible.
It would, wouldn't it?
God
oh my god, is this Pinocchio right now? Are you gonna take this kid to Gambling Island? Like, what the fuck?
He was offering to teach this kid gambling already.
Sweep Up says,
I really should be getting back to the warehouse now. Thank you for fixing my legs. There is a terrible mess, and I will sweep it up before Master Kosawana returns.
You should stay with us. Those people who came to shoot up the warehouse are back there right now.
They were very mean. I was so excited to have company. I went to say hello to them, and then a woman with pink hair, she shot me in the legs.
Pink hair.
Mm-hmm. And
I
then
will
one of
go
them,
to Joniah.
one of them said, "God damn, Bonnie, you shot a kid." And then they all laughed. I crawled away, and they laughed as I crawled away.
Yeah, you shouldn't go back there for a while. It's not safe. Not until they've left.
Oh.
Otherwise, you'll be shot again, and probably this time you will not be repairable.
You
I'm
are
gonna tell
Vashon
Joniah
Dattleby.
he's
You are Mr. Kosawana's only friend.
And Vashon says, well, yeah, that's right. And then Sweep Up says,
He mentioned you many times, in a bad way. He said that he could not believe he was friends with such a reckless fool.
Vashon nods. That sounded about right. And then Sweep Up says,
He was trying to undo your mistake.
By building
Mistake?
more Pyronite?
Look, there's a reason that they are friends, is all.
all right, so as you guys dump out all of your notes and Bibles and whatnot and study them, Pathfinder is like, just have them roll some dice. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck yeah, let's do that. So everyone give me a recall knowledge check to represent what you are able to get out of this. The things that would be the most important here are Bry lore, mining lore, crafting. Those are the main ones that they seem to care about. So if you have any of those things.
I have engineering lore. I don't know if that applies to crafting.
Okay.
Well, recall knowledge just as a catch-all, right?
Well, it'll show me all the checks that you have, and I'll just apply the ones that are the most appropriate to this situation.
And I can't critically fail, and I get some true information. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Well, the least qualified to make this check rolled really, really well.
Let's go, it's me.
Yeah, the discretion. Maybe you're able to kind of piece together the puzzle that the others can't see. And your takeaway is Ketrin's belief that it is referring to a Bible passage is correct, but you guys just don't have the right copy of the Bible. And whatever it was, it must have been pretty controversial for them to have removed it from the Bible.
So we need to find one of their holy books with like an apocryphal passage.
So it sounds like we need to go to like an archive, somewhere where there'll be old books that might not be redacted.
Like a library.
Is this a printing error or?
Sounds like they removed
Guys,
it.
Let's go
on
like
the
here.
canon.
With your spread of checks, you guys know that the Bry religion, much like 40k, tabletop players, they love rules, and they're always tinkering with the rules. So they will frequently revise their Bible and publish new versions of it with updated. They will errata their Bible. All of their old Bibles would be stored at the Temple of Bry. You also know that the weird-ass clock that Vashon insisted on bringing, quartz is the holy stone, or the holy mineral, Marie, of the Bry religion. They believe that quartz is clear and pure and sharp and has potential and can be focused and all of that. As far as the 13 ordinals, none of you have the background or the sort of learning to know exactly what significance that would have, if any. But you are confident, discretion, after like group thinking with everyone, that you need to get your hands on an older Bible.
Well, then either like an archive or library archive or
Well, do you guys have any connections to the Temple of Bry? Would be the first question I would ask, because that could make things a lot easier.
I think out of character we were asking about this 2 weeks ago.
Because I know one of you
Yeah,
knows Victor Shield,
Yeah.
who is a questionably aligned priest of Sarenrae, and one of you knows a woman named Patience, who is a halfling cleric of also Sarenrae, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. So you do have some people in the religious community you could reach out to see if they have any connections that could maybe,
Would this be in like a rare book collection? Like if we know like rich people that have like, ooh, this is my
might
private.
be. You might be able to find a copy from a rich person's collection. Yeah.
Would
Okay.
Blythier store text like this, or is this?
Possibly. Blythier College and the Bry Temple are I don't want to say in cahoots, but they form like a trinity with the Temple of what's his face, the god of commerce and trade and capitalism and all that. As sort of the three big powers in the city outside of the duchy itself. So while the college could be a place to start, so the college could be a place to start, a rich book collector's collection, or just reaching out to the Temple of Bry proper.
Aren't we going to the Temple of Bry anyway, but we decided to go to the other one because it might let us knock some heads together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we chose violence, so we went to the warehouse first.
Yeah, let's go to the Bry.
Okay. Do you guys get some sleep and head out in the morning, or do you want to try to do that in the evening?
Like probably best to do that in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let your GTA stars finish flashing and cool down, that kind of thing. Okay.
Stack, you're gonna need to dump out all of the alchemical bombs in the bag of holding because they go away at the end of the day.
oh, do they just go away? Where are they gonna go?
They just disappear because they're temporary.
Oh,
Like
Become-
I make
become
them
a
every
nerd.
morning.
I think this
Like-
disappearing is
yeah.
a bit
like
off.
you mean this bomb, and he tosses it out the window, like this thing.
Oh, the
It's not in there
starts-
yet.
The star starts flashing again.
Oh my gosh. All right, let me check.
Shield
the
marshals are like
calendar.
crime.
Wait.
Where?
You mean I could just toss these, right?
I'm gonna tell you
Not
right
limited.
now that tomorrow, the 14th, is a bad day to be using magic.
Oh wow,
Mm.
look at that. Is that?
It is a surge day all day.
Oh, look at the time. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we just plan it for between 10 and 12. You know.
So I don't even know when you feel comfortable putting on your disguises with that
Oh,
together.
yeah,
Look at
that's a
that.
good point.
Look at that surge all the way to 8 p.m. You've got surges.
Just don't be unlucky. Just
How long do these
Why don't we just take a day
disguises last?
nah.
The disguises last about 24 hours.
Till you take your hats off, which we already said we did today.
Yeah,
so-
Yeah.
You guys.
All right,
we're
looks
done-
like
we're
we're
done for the
wearing
night.
fake mustaches.
All
Yeah, I
right,
can
so
take
using
a fake
mundane
stash.
disguises. All right.
And just take a chance. Stack's already doing the knife thing on his hands. Like just have fun with it. Just have, the stab.
As he says that, you see sitting next to him, doing the knife thing with his hands, is Sweep Up, and he says,
Yeah, take a chance on it.
Exactly. I like the way this kid thinks. I like.
And
the
then-
Vulture just
Sweep
looks
Up-
at you.
and then Sweep Up stabs the knife into his hand, and he looks at it. He says,
I would be feeling pain right now.
Oh, you get better at it. He like Stack.
he looks up at Stack, and his eyelights are so bright, and he says,
Stack, we have the same naming convention, named for things that we have done. You are my best friend.
Oh, this kid's staying with me.
I'm gonna tell Joniah that he needs to take better care of his little brother.
Janaya says, Why? This is not my little brother. He is very sweet, but he's just a robot.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
it's not
gonna
true.
raise an eyebrow at him.
Just a robot.
But
And
yeah, you
I'm
gotta.
gonna give him the full weight of the Catholic guilt.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fix this little kid's hand. Let me see. Like, is it busted or is it like a little like a
The
little?
robot? I mean, he dealt like a damage to himself.
Does he like a Paw Patrol band-aid? Just slap it on there. Just
Okay.
He says, "This is my first Band-Aid. Thank you."
Man, he's spitting in already.
All right, so Jediah says, "Wait, you want me to stay here in this bar hotel with your robot?"
Just make sure that the dragon doesn't eat the cat.
Wait, I have to
and,
watch the dragon also? I am going to need to get paid for
and
this.
and that the robot doesn't fall off the dragon, and that the cat doesn't mess with the.
I will tell him it is time he learned some responsibility.
Okay, he says, "Well, anyone who works gets paid. That's Alkenstar. So how much am I getting paid to watch your dragon, your plant person,
Your brother.
this robot?"
Voltor slapped
I
2
heard,
gold
I
onto
heard
the
Miss
table.
Bella gave you. I heard Miss Bella already gave you 2 gold.
The 2 gold disappears. He says, "All right, this is a good down payment. All right, so Sweet Pup,
Frown at Stack. Don't encourage him.
Stu says,
Oh,
"Do not worry. I can maintain the household. You do not need any of these others."
That's kind of the problem with you, is that you don't think that we need them, which means I'm not sure that you'll protect them very well.
I will protect them to the best of my abilities.
He protected me as a child.
I protected this one as a child. Look, despite how terribly they turned out, I did my best.
Yeah.
And they
Wait,
give you a pat on the head, like a patronizing pat on the head.
I,
When you are dealing with terrible raw materials, you can only create so much.
sounds like my dad.
Robots can't be fathers, Bella.
Look, I trust him to handle it. Stu, can I have a grilled cheese?
Yeah, his eye lights turn sort of yellowish, then orange, then red, and then his stomach pops open and a grilled cheese sandwich is there.
Wait, I have misjudged you.
Wait, you just do that? I mean, we just.
He has very specific jobs.
Dude says, hold on. Take your time. Get in line. There's plenty of grilled cheese for everyone. Sweet Pup says,
I would like a grilled cheese.
He likes a grilled cheese.
and Stu says, robots cannot eat grilled cheese.
The boy wants a grilled cheese. Who
Robots
cares
cannot
what he?
eat grilled cheese.
What if he just wants to have it? What if he just wants to hold on to it?
It would be a waste of resources.
Mm. It's
Can't
just,
make the man do his job. He gives grilled cheese to who needs it.
I'd like 2 grilled cheeses then.
Oh, he says, of course. He gives you 2 grilled cheese.
Oh yeah, give one to the kid.
All right, you see, Stu disapproves. Stu will remember this. Sweet Pup pretends to eat the grilled cheese. It gets all over him and gums up his gears.
I think we need to teach you about maintenance, and Voltor will start cleaning them up.
Okay, the cheese is everywhere. It's going to cost you guys at least an hour of time to get.
I don't need to sleep very much, so that's fine.
Okay. All right, the morning comes. It is a very surgy day. Everyone puts on their fake Mario mustaches, I guess, and heads out.
Also,
to
everyone should heal up all the way, because I would have had time to heal everyone.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, got this wounded already. Get rid of that. Ooh, can I?
I would have also had time to repair my shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would say you had time to repair your shield. That's fine. You guys called it an early night. I assume you were in bed by 6, so we don't have any pesky carousal tables to throw our game into chaos, so should be fine.
Darn.
Yet. ... Okay. Whew.
Always tempting those Curse of Strahd groups. Like they need more problems.
They definitely make problems with the carousal table.
So,
All right, what is your play?
It's been all good.
What is your play now?
so Stack would go find his rich friend, his background in PC, Alex,
Oh, okay.
and see if he knows of like rare book collections.
Ooh, okay. So you're gonna go off on your own, or are you gonna bring your whole posse with you?
I don't need everybody. I mean, I don't think it's
Okay.
that dangerous. But if someone wants to come, then they're
What
welcome.
if your
to.
rich friend is gonna sell you out because he likes money?
Well, then, I mean, who knows? But
All right, so this is the last time you all see Stack the Deck alive. All right. Okay. Well, this guy is so rich that you have to make an appointment with him.
oh, okay. I'll have to make an appointment. Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So do you have a secret alias that would not be immediately flagged as a criminal that you could use, or?
I mean, he knows who I am. Like, he knows, like, I would use the various naming conventions, like pile the cards or
Okay, so pile the cards. Sorry, the City of Towers music is just too epic for a day of meeting with people. There we go. So you make an arrangement for a meeting with pile of cards with. Let me see if I've got this individual around here somewhere. Checking my stuff here. All right, stack the deck. Who is the one person? Oh, okay. Let's see. So you're referring to Felix the Broker?
yeah.
I see. Okay. All right. So you make an appointment to meet with Felix the Broker. Felix the Broker is willing to meet with you, but it has to be in a public place, where there would be witnesses in case I don't know. That's what the assistant that you speak with says, that Felix will meet with Mr. Pile the Cards, but it has to be at, and they give the location of a cafe in Skyside.
All right.
Do you agree to the terms?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you, what are you getting up to while Stack goes to try to get information? If maybe you can just find a copy of this rare book and quote unquote buy it? Question mark with all of your money.
I'm not spending
Need
money
a
on that.
disguise, or you're just gonna walk there as Stack?
I'm trying to Photoshop a mustache
Oh.
onto my token as we speak.
Oh no, I got the mustache. I always
Okay,
go
so
wherever
everyone's
my-
wearing their fake mustaches. Okay, I'm sorry, Dr. Robin Zorro, but I'm a sucker for bad disguises. So you're just gonna have to go with it. All right, so you got your bad disguise, and you're gonna head over on your own to Skyside, away from the rest of the party, just to fully clarify your intentions.
Well, I will clarify the meeting with the party. Be like, hey, I got this friend, and he's an information broker. He wants to meet in Skyside at a cafe. Should I go? Should I? I should go. I made the appointment, but I mean, you are welcome to come with me if you'd like to.
Do you
Brokers
need...
like to be paid, right? Do you have anything to pay them with?
I mean, we go wait. I mean, I'll know the price when I get there, but
Well, we'll have to do something while you're out. Do we want to go to the temple and try and get that book, or?
I was thinking I would go to the Temple of Sarah Ray,
Okay.
see if our contacts there have any sort of information or ins.
I don't know if I should join you in that, but it's also very tempting. Maybe there's someone there that owes me.
they owe you. Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna do surveillance for Stack's thing. Like I'll be in the wings, kind of just watching. make sure nothing
Okay.
goes-
I was
Alright.
thinking...
I'm not going to a church.
Okay. Are you going discretion with Ketron or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, churches just take your money and don't give anything back.
Damn. All right, Vulture, what are you
Likelihood
getting
of
up to?
me joining Ketron, making this end up violently is high. So if anyone wants to come along, sensible.
I feel like Stack's thing may be more... erring on the side of caution. I'll also do surveillance / be spotter / be sniper in case shit goes down.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, what do you guys want to do first? contacts at the Temple of Sarenrae or Felix the Broker?
Uh,
All right, Felix the Broker it is. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head to a hoity-toity part of town where there's a fancy outdoor cafe. It overlooks the waterfall. It's just beautiful, beautiful venue. All of you have your fake mustaches attached. Against an average citizen at your level, I think that a fake mustache is probably more than enough to disguise yourselves. But if you could give me hidden, let me see. I think there's an actual term, vocabulary word for this. Let's see, is it impersonate? Yes. Give me hidden impersonates.
In our actions.
Yeah, it would be in your actions macros. Yep.
It's blind GM already.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
Impression. Impersonate. There it is.
Okay. And then I'll hold on to this number and use it to, whenever people see you, they're going to go and kind of check this and see how it goes.
Expiration.
Okay. All right. You're going to use your Faxpiration on yours? Okay.
Yeah, but I just fucked it up. I'm going to just change it to be a D3.
Okay. Oh, my.
Hey.
Okay, okay. Sweet. Excellent. I love it. Okay. So, it's actually Stack did such a good job that it's hard to recognize, even you guys, that it's Stack. So it's so well done is the mustache, and so well executed are his mannerisms. It is like Superman pretending to be Clark Kent. You know what I'm saying? Just a completely different walk, a completely different talk, everything about him. He's become a different person with the power of this mustache. It is almost like mermaid magic is in that mustache. That's how powerful it is. The rest of you, you're doing all right. It's not great. Vulture, there's not much that can be done for you, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't intend to be talking or interacting with people. I'm just going to be waiting
Fair.
somewhere away where I can watch them.
Okay. So, Bella, you are also a ways away. You're not attending the meeting with Stack. Stack is going
Correct.
solo? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you approach, Felix the Broker looks around. He doesn't even recognize you, Stack. He's just looking around. He looks right past you.
Oh no, he does like the the wink with the slight moving of the disguise. Like, oh, didn't see you there, Felix.
He says, Mr. Cards. Pile the cards, I assume.
Yeah, I'm working on a new thing.
Why don't you take a seat? My assistant said you had some business you needed to discuss.
Right. We're looking for this book. They said it might be at the Temple of Bray. It was a missing Bible.
Temple of Bray?
Right.
You need a book from the Temple of Bray?
Oh, you do, or if you just had the book, or know someone who'd have the book.
I need to know the name of the book.
Oh, see, I completely blanked on the name of the book.
It's the logic of design.
The logic of design.
He says that book can be bought on any corner, or sometimes given freely.
We need an old one.
How old?
The older that, things can't be changed. Old enough that the original
Bryites
print.
are in the habit of rewriting their doctrine every few years. The variations of their religious texts are quite numerous and date back a very, very long time.
So the earlier the printing, the better.
I see. Well, I do know of some copies that could be acquired for sale, starting in the thousands, of course.
The thousands?
Yes. These sorts of books are kept under lock and key by the temple, you see. Private collectors are discouraged from keeping such things.
So where could I?
Fortunately for you,
hmm
Mr. Pile the Cards, you remind me of a good friend of mine. A handsome fellow who had a very bad run of very bad luck. And I can smell on the air your poverty. And his face just makes a disgusted, like, ugh, you're so poor, kind of look as his snout crinkles up and he just, ugh, like his fucking coffee tastes gross now, just thinking about how poor you are. Fortunately for you, the Temple of Bry has started an absolutely absurd outreach program. You see, bureaucracy is a cancer. And in addition to eventually eating itself alive, it causes you to do stupid things. The Bryanites have something called the Asynchronous Archives. This is a forbidden library beneath the temple. It is so forbidden that members of the church must apply for access to it, a process that can take 90 days or more before they're cleared to access it. And even then, all of their actions are closely monitored. For whatever reason, they have started this outreach program to try and encourage interest in the church. Non-clergy can sign up for an overnight stay in the archives, wherein they are allowed to read whatever they like, learn whatever they need. Yet the only thing they may take with them when they leave is the knowledge itself.
Mm.
Perhaps you could just go and sign up for this.
Now, I'm assuming this information doesn't come freely.
Well, that's the absurd part. They believe that by allowing the layman to access this knowledge, it will awaken in them a spark of brilliance, of creativity, a thirst for knowledge, and that they will find in their hearts and minds the love of Bry that has laid dormant, awakened by this forbidden knowledge. Personally, I think it's a huge liability. Old books like that are often cursed and full of all sorts of demons, and you just don't want the average everyday guy going in there and accessing it. It is for that reason that I do believe you have to sign some sort of waiver.
Seems simple enough. Now, I'm assuming you would want something out of this exchange. You help me out, I have to help you out.
No, not at all. For you see, you are growing in value every day. And he gets a very cat playing with the mouse kind of look on his face.
Oh. Well, I mean, help us out, and man, I'm assuming we could kick something back your way soon. But...
Oh, don't worry. You will.
Well, those I guess you know about all our compatriots.
He just sips his coffee.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll be seeing you, hopefully. And then, yeah, he gets up, he downs the coffee in like a gulp. Does anything feel amiss? I feel like there's a foreboding sense of doom.
I mean, you could roll a hidden perception.
Oh, sure. All right. Perception.
So, based on your roll, you get the sense that Felix the broker, is waiting for your bounty to be high enough to be worth betraying you.
Oh. Yeah, and I push the chair back in, and I'm like, don't you worry about that bounty. What we find will be far more than that's worth. Besides, you want your favorite asset, in jail. That's only worth a 1-out payment. What's a lifetime of, employment worth?
They sip their coffee and give you one nod as you walk away. All right, heading over to the Temple of Sarenrae. Okay, Katrin, you call upon your contact, Patience?
Yes.
All right. She meets you outside the temple, and as soon as you see her, your mustache falls off because she got a nat one, which
damn.
ended up being a 0.
Yeah. 'cause-
And she and she says, "Oh, Mother Katrin, you dropped this." She goes to pick it up.
I said
Here,
thanks, honey.
here. Yeah, I didn't know you couldn't grow your own. How embarrassing. Here you go.
I will put it back on.
So, what is the meaning of this visit?
I need to get into the Temple of Bry. Do you know anything about them? They're not
I have
really
a very
my
good
type.
friend from my cookie club that works there. He got a promotion recently. Have you heard
Oh.
of Duga?
I have not.
Oh. He's a Shuni and very bright and capable. He's the assistant to Mentakis, one of the great cogs. He actually came up with a really great idea one night when we were getting pretty hammered on chocolate chips. It's called the Public Outreach Program. He convinced everyone in the temple that they should allow regular citizens access to the forbidden archives hidden beneath the temple.
That sounds like a very Shuni idea.
Right? You know how in Absalom they have an aquarium and you could do birthday parties that are overnight at the aquarium? It's sort of like that, but with forbidden knowledge.
Well, I suppose that might work. Alright, how extensive are they about reviewing these applications?
Oh, well, you do have to sign a bunch of legal waivers, because they're pretty sure some people are going to go crazy, or die, or just disappear. They've got some really crazy books down there.
That's yeah. They go hard, don't they?
They do.
It's really
That's why
Yeah.
that's why he hits the cookies so hard after work.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy put away 17 peanut butter cookies like it's nothing.
Do you think what's his favorite cookie? Do you
Oh.
think that if I brought him some homemade cookies, we could maybe convince him to let us get in there without all the paperwork?
Maybe. He is very easily influenced. It's one of his flaws. I'd say his favorite is definitely peanut butter chocolate chip, even though he has an allergy to chocolate.
Yeah, I understand that. Maybe I'll try. Maybe I made a new friend who's a bit of an alchemist. Maybe she could make a special type of chocolate that won't cause a reaction.
Oh, wow. That would make him very happy, I think. Let's see. He
Not a
works
miracle worker.
he works all day very hard, but he and I are supposed to meet up tonight around 6:30 for some cookie action, if you know what I mean.
She means eating cookies, right?
Yes, yeah, she means eating cookies, yep. There's a
cookie.
there's a cookies and milk bar located in the old theater district, so it's very popular.
I'll see if I can get over there. Thank you. This is very helpful.
The
How's,
the restaurant is called Chips and Dips.
if you were curious.
And society gets wild when people don't drink alcohol.
Have any people been in there and come out so far? What are they saying about it?
Oh,
they
about
got
the
in there.
about the program? I think
Yeah.
they've done it once, and it was relatively successful. One person's mind was completely shattered beyond all belief, but their two friends say that it was definitely worth it. They had some great new ideas they wanted to try out.
Did they say anything about like any monsters they might have thought or something like that?
Not that I can think of, but Duga did say that otherworldly spirits have a tendency to hang around forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, I can imagine.
This wouldn't be your normal homework session, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Well, it's so good to see you. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were a wanted criminal. I see your posters all over the place.
Well, maybe just don't tell anybody you've seen me. How is Sister Aggie doing down at the orphanage? I hadn't been able to check in with her recently.
Ooh, I mean, it's been okay, but that Muglin fella, apparently he bought the property that the orphanage is on, and all the kids, they have to spend all day working in his soda pop factory.
Steam is coming out of her ears. I'm gonna get that man.
He still lets them go to the orphanage to sleep at night, but after their double shifts, that equates to maybe 6 hours of sleep. I don't think that's enough for growing children.
It is definitely not.
I talked to Victor Shield about it, but he said that it was none of our concern. Which I don't think is true, because I think that Saren Ray would want those children to have a better life. But then Victor pointed out that none of the children in Alkenstar have a good life unless they're rich, and I guess that kind of makes sense. I certainly had a terrible childhood.
Well, I'm gonna take care of the situation.
She holds up her left hand, which is missing 2 fingers. I mean, I made it out pretty good. I only lost 2 fingers to that mechanical press that one time when I was 6, so it's not the worst it could have been.
Oh, bless her heart.
And my workstation was near a dirty window, so I could see Saren Ray's light shining down every day. That's what eventually inspired me to become a priestess.
Well, I'm glad you got out, sweetie.
Yeah. I donate all of my money to help your orphanage, but I don't ever know if it's going to be enough.
One day. I believe it. I believe it will be. We gotta keep hoping.
Oh, I was so rude. Hello, fellow mustache woman.
I think I would have gone past them and left.
Okay. You would have been just like, oh, you go into the temple proper? Okay. All right. So then the camera would cut to the
him, but
yeah. So the camera would cut into the temple. Yeah, a priestess of Saren Ray approaches and says, my child, what is it you seek? Do you come bearing donations for possible healing? Yeah, it's that fucked up in Alkenstar, okay? It's that fucked up in Alkenstar.
I'll just pass them a gold and walk past them.
Okay.
Dragging them off. I assume there's pews or something in here.
Yeah, it's like a small, it has the vibes of a European, sort of Catholic church sort of thing. It's got, it's got a slightly gothic vibe, but with steampunk aesthetics, but it's very small. Saren Ray does not have a huge following here in Alkenstar, where, capitalism is king.
Yeah. See, I'm
which is wild since she is one of the most popular deities in the world.
Yeah,
so,
she's out of the core 20 deities, she's one of the main ones.
Yeah.
So I'll just push past and sit down on a pew, staring forwards towards. I assume there's probably a statue of the Dawn.
Oh yeah, there's a beautiful statue, and then it's got the stained glass behind it, and it's lovely.
Yeah, and just stare at it. out of character, wishing that I had done the cutscene that I had been thinking of doing, but well, here we are now.
Fair.
So I'll just, instead of going all in on that, I'll just have it be a sort of little edgy teaser type thing.
Okay.
While Ketrin's dealing with her actual productive things outside, I'll just stare at this statue for a good few minutes.
Is this
or
like
just-
Daredevil goes to church kind of situation?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I'm picking up the vibe. All right.
And I'll just be like, they say, you're the goddess of redemption and forgiveness, but do I deserve any of that for trusting one of your flock? So what happened?
As if to answer your question, Victor Shield walks out from a side alcove room, looks over at you, and with his decent perception, let me double check your roll.
Damn, wisdom casters.
See your mustache. Let's see. Where was your check? I got Stack, I got Vulture, I got Ketrin, I got Bella. Did you give me a... Oh, there it is, impersonate.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's
So
either
he
good
looks...
or bad. Oh my goodness.
Apparently, you guys ran out of mustache glue, because you also got a nat one. So as you look over at him, he looks at you. He recognizes you immediately, and he shouts, "God!" And then people begin to assemble from inside the church. Out on the steps, Ketrin, you hear "Guards!" And you hear initiative dice being reached for. At your discretion, you could fight these lawful good priests of Sarenrae and their employers, or you could simply flee the scene. I don't think that they would be able to mobilize fast enough to stop you guys from escaping, if escaping was your intent.
Yeah, I'll just roll my eyes, take out a potion of expeditious retreat, and chug it.
Fair enough. I will not ask for any check from you at all then, since you are burning a resource to get the fuck out of there. Patience looks around Ketrin and says, "Mother Ketrin, something's amiss inside the temple. I must go." And she spends all of her Pac-Mans pulling out her staff and racing up the stairs. She says, "I'm sorry to leave so soon." Okay. You run past her in a fucking blur like Chaos Emerald Sonic. She spins around in a couple of circles before finally righting herself. And Ketrin, you can see all manner of guards in Sarenrae's colors assembling and starting to pour out of the temple. What do you do?
I will also run away.
So as I'm about to drink it and run away, I want to give Victor Shield some last words.
Oh, okay.
It's just one day you will face either redemption or penance. You should think about which one you would prefer. Just chug it and leave.
Damn. Okay.
All right. Fair enough. So, I would assume serendipitously you guys meet back up at a pre-agreed upon spot, maybe a riverside park or something like that, to discuss your gains, as it were.
Yes.
All right. So we'll assume a couple hours later, all of you meet back up to share your information.
Just gonna buy another one of those potions, to be honest.
All right. I mean, you could literally buy them on any street corner, not there. So.
So, what did we all learn today?
Well, it seems that the temple is just gonna let us in there.
Oh yeah, they have some. We were told they have some outreach program where you just have a little sleepover in the archives.
Yeah, and I have a friend of a friend who probably, if we can find some real tasty cookies, who will probably let us in there without having to, give our names and all that.
Cookies.
Like actual biscuits? Or are you talking about some weird contraband thing? Because this is
Like-
Alkenstar, you never know.
Can I make a diplomat charcuterie board and call it good enough?
I mean, if it's a charcuterie board,
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
why hasn't that
Sure.
been done? That has to have been done. Hold on, to Google.
And it's like,
Yeah, and you know those little
Nice
Christmas
waffles.
tins of cookies?
Yeah.
Like all like then they're all in the weird paper and it makes a lot
Yeah.
of mess. They crumbly, make a lot of mess.
Oh, it's been done, y'all, and it looks good.
Dang.
I love cookies. Oh, this one's done to look like they aren't cookies. Okay, hold on.
What? Why?
Has some great British Bake Off shit right there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
Is that what you're going to be making with your crafting, Jack?
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Just make it look like another fucking cookie. If I wanted brie and fucking
Hey, listen.
prosciutto, I eat brie and
You're
fucking
not a
prosciutto.
You're not a real cookie enthusiast, or you would appreciate how incredible that is. Anyways.
Oh, I imagine it takes quite a bit of talent to be able to do that, but it's also unnecessary.
It's like
I
they
don't
got
know.
some crab dip going on. with
As
the-
a-
Yeah, they
As
make
a
fucking
form-
crab dip. Why?
As a former baker, okay, I watch cooking shows in the same way that like sports people watch sports. You know what I'm saying? The guys that were like, "Oh, I was a quarterback in high school, so I'm basically the best in the NFL," and then they watch it and they're like, "I wouldn't have made that play." That's me watching a cooking show. I'm just like, "Ooh, isomalt for this? I don't
Ooh,
know."
That's
oh,
why people
man.
shocked when they turn on the
Fondant,
ice cream
are you
machine.
Sure. Ah, buddy. Yeah. Anyways, so you know about cookies now, and you know about the Forbidden Archive. I'm happy that you guys got the same information, but also different information, because it makes me feel like your efforts were not like too overlapped. You know what I'm saying? Because you managed to get different information from each of your contacts, so that's good. So what do you want to do with that information now that you're all caught up?
Usually you sign up for this sleepover.
Yeah, let's head to this cookie bar and see if our shooting friend can get us in.
Ooh, okay. Now he's not going to be at the cookie bar till 6:30 tonight. Do you guys have plans before then, or do you want me to just kind of assume that you spent the time making your cookie
I will
board?
also. I'll tell everybody about the otherworldly spirits that we might face and see if anybody has any preparation suggestions.
Ooh, okay.
I have a
Yes.
gun. That's my preparation.
Why don't you guys give me some recall knowledge? The best skill for this would be library lore. I'll lower the DC by 10 if you have library lore.
I sometimes miss just a history check, you know?
I know,
You
bro.
can do
I
that
know.
too. It's called society.
Yeah. All right. Let me
Oh,
see
God.
if let me see what you guys would know about this.
Here it is.
Rolling some pretty good checks here. Pretty good checks. All right. Okay. Oh, nice. All right. Yes, you guys all rolled pretty well. So those of you that rolled, I see 4 rolls here. Vulture, you know that books have paper, and that if you don't have metal or space ceramic for skin, you might incur a paper cut.
Hmm.
If you have allergies, some of the books are moldy, so these are possible dangers that these books could pose.
Sucks for the
So
flesh bags.
Yeah, you didn't actually roll very good. Everyone else,
Like
though.
I said earlier, I have a gun. That's my best preparation that you're gonna get.
Oh, Stack, man. I'm gonna say that your bad roll is just reflected in your general bad decision making. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So here's the take. Here's the take. The more forbidden the knowledge, the more appetizing it is to otherworldly creatures. A common example is the Akazendries. They are a type of protean, which, if you are familiar with Dungeons & Dragons, think about like Slod, like chaos demons, basically. Yeah, these creatures, they gnaw at sources of knowledge and lore,
And as a side effect of eating the lore, they change the lore. So they will go around and find ancient texts and then alter them, rewriting history, changing rituals to be self-destructive or dangerous, and like basically they are the chaotic vandals of knowledge. They have a very obnoxious way of finding their way into libraries, tombs, vaults, places of knowledge, and it is a constant maintenance and infrastructure upkeep of such places to put wards and spells and guardians in effect to try and keep out these essentially vermin that would be there to sow chaos and despair. There are also different types of devils who sometimes have themselves written into books, and then reading the knowledge essentially not only frees the devil from the book, but then puts them in an advantageous position to possibly barter with the person seeking knowledge. They will offer shortcuts to power, shortcuts to knowledge, for your soul, things like that. And then the third type of threat that will sometimes happen in books, the third type of supernatural thing, is of course eldritch horrors, creatures beyond the realm of sanity who gnaw at the edges of reality, hoping to unmake the world and return it to the primordial chaos whence it came. These creatures and entities will often find a way into our reality through thoughts and beliefs and theories that are so abstract and so radical that they threaten the sanctity of one's mind upon reading them, and they will use those as a means to enter the world and enter the mind of the reader. And then bookworms. They're gross. But kind of neat, because a silverfish lives 6 years, which is a long time for a bug. That's a long time. All right, so that's kind of your take on it. Any follow-up questions?
Does this world function? It's a library.
Well, they don't go after like children's books or like
Yes.
like romance novels. They
Seems like everything's fucking dangerous as hell.
You want to live in a high magic world? This is the kind of shit you have to deal with.
High magic world where magic can also possibly explode on you.
All right, so to compare it to the high magic world you currently live in right now, can you always trust Wikipedia? Or do you think
Wikipedia is pretty dangerous.
Right? So sometimes the Proteans get on there and they change the facts on you, and then you have to wait for the good guy priest of Bri to come in and say, no, this is not true. Elon Musk doesn't have 2 dicks. And then they correct it. Like, you gotta, it's the same idea. It's the same idea. Even though the 9 alignments are gone, chaos still
It's forever.
Chaos still seeks to unravel all of Law's good works. Okay, so time progresses, and I will get you guys, I guess, over to the cookie bar. Well, we don't need the map for the cookie bar as long as there's no violence, right? All right. Let me see if I got some good cookie bar music. A milk and cookie bar. That's the good stuff.
I need to adjust my daily craftables to account for that.
I think this one is okay. All right, cool. All right, so you guys head over to Chips and Dips, the swinginest cookie bar in town. It is across the street from the burnt down theater. Apparently, a few months ago, there was some zombie incident involving this theater house, and it burned down. Fortunately, well, a lot of people died, but fortunately, the city's been able to rebuild, and entrepreneurs have come in and bought up the property. They're not sure what to do with the theater house yet, but it is under construction, and the sign just says something cool coming soon. So, across the street, you guys head in. The bell jangles above the door. Katrin and let's see, Discretion. Can you give me fresh mustache checks? So give me some impersonates. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I want to point out, Stack, that I didn't ask you to roll, but you did, and you got another nat 20 on your impersonation. So I don't know if maybe your mustache can't come off now or what, but
no, it's built into the fur. You didn't notice? It's like he just twirls out his like snout fur into like a mustache shape.
Discretion, much better job. I think honestly at this point, all of you can just tell Ketrin that she's just not selling it. Like, people are just gonna know that this is Ketrin.
Maybe we should get you a hat to go with your disguise.
Like, Ketrin, you just don't have any sort of impersonate skills, apparently. Like, even with the mustache in place, you just carry yourself like you normally do, you sound like you normally do, you're just Ketrin with a fake mustache.
I am an Oathkeeper dwarf, I cannot lie.
Okay, see? Alright, fair enough. So you get
that is just how it is.
You get them a very big, like, sombrero kind of deal, with, like, the beads that hang down around it. Is that... Okay, so, alright. Fair enough. That'll have to do. Just know that whenever you speak Ketrin, anyone that would know you by your voice and your mannerisms would identify you. So the Cookie Bar is located near the Powderhorn Saloon and the river over here. And when you head in, you can see that Patience and her friend Duga already have a booth, and they look like they're getting ready for a night of
cookies and milk.
Cookies and milk. Look at this man. Fuck yeah.
Shit.
All right. So as soon as you walk in, Patience looks over and sees you, Ketrin, and says, "Ketrin, hey, you came for the cookies." Duga, make room.
Yeah, I will wave back and
the
sit
bartender,
down.
the bartender, a big minotaur, he says, "I don't want no trouble. I just pour the milk and serve the cookies."
That's what we're here for, sir.
He says, "You did a good thing for my my friend, so I'm gonna let you in here, mother. But please behave yourself."
We'll leave in just a few.
All right. To make sure everything's safe, the bartender flips the sign to closed after you enter. That sounds like a crime drama thing. All right. In the milk and cookies bar. So as you go to the table, are all of you there? Did the whole fucking squad show up for this?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had
All
to
right.
bring the cookies.
All right. Patience says, we should have gotten a bigger booth. I didn't know so many of you were coming.
Are there seats nearby? Not actually at the booth.
You can pull. Yeah, it's like one of them like end of the row kind of diners. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real narrow. So yeah, you guys can pull over a couple of bar stools. A goblin waitress shows up in a poodle skirt, and she says,
What can I get ya?
Mhm.
Got a special tonight on chocolate chip shakes. It's a bunch of chocolate chip cookies soaked in milk until they turn into a paste, and then we make them into the milkshake.
Sounds delightful.
And if
I'll
you're
have one of
looking
those,
to be
please.
a big spender, we did get some hippopotamus milk in from Mwangi. It's 3 gold a glass.
Discretion would ask for an order where the order has like several different parts. That's like really overly complicated.
The American white girl Starbucks order.
Exactly.
Okay. This lady has been around, so she gets it perfect. And she brings out your very complicated milkshake. All right. Patient says, Duga, this is my friend Ketrin. Now, don't be scared, but I think she might be a criminal now. We're not 100% on that. I didn't get to ask her because another criminal showed up apparently and threatened Mr. Victor Steele today. And Duga just looks scandalized. And
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. I'm sorry about that. No, I realize this is gonna come as a shock to you, patients, but sometimes some people that are part of the law, sometimes they're not real honest, and sometimes they make up things about people that aren't true.
Was such a person in the temple today?
Yes, actually.
Oh, who? There was a bad lawman?
Oh no, that's Mugland. And Locust, actually. They're friends. Yeah, they decided they wanted one of my orphans that didn't do nothing. And they couldn't have him, so now they decided they wanted me.
She says, oh. That's a lot. And then he bought your orphanage after you were gone?
I guess so. Just to make it hurt more.
Wow. He's a real bad guy.
Yes, he is. Be careful around him if he ever shows up.
I'm glad I never took him up on any of his offers to go out for drinks. I always got the vibe from him that he just wanted the hookups and wasn't interested in the long term.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But I will say, she says, blushing terribly, he does have a dashing mustache.
I carefully stroke mine.
He says, oh, it looks like it's sticking this time. That's great. Anyways, Duga, now that we got that sorted out, Duga says, it's a pleasure to meet you. If you're a friend of Patience, even if you're a criminal, I suppose, it's fine. Those of you with training in perception, or I guess there is no training in perception, you get the sense that it's maybe not fine for Duga, but Duga's like, this is my favorite place, this is my me time, I don't want to die tonight, so I'm just going to be as polite as possible. It's kind of the vibe coming off of him. And he says, what can I do for you?
Perhaps we could grease the wheels first, and we put down a tray of charcuterie's cookies.
Oh man, you hear the bartender say, what is this, outside food?
Hey, we're gonna buy drinks.
I'm running a business here.
You can have my recipe after. Maybe.
Is that a charcuterie board made out of cookies?
Yeah, isn't it cool? You can serve this here. I'll give you the recipe if you let us.
It's really, wow, okay, yeah, sure,
yeah.
Okay. Duga looks down at the offering and says, is this a bribe?
No, we're just talking.
Oh, okay. He starts eating the cookies. Much as you would expect a pug would eat the cookies off a cookie charcuterie board. So he just puts his face in there, just fucking goes to town.
Yeah.
Yeah. After he's eaten half the cookies in one breath, he looks up, his eyes rolling, unfocused in his head from the, euphoria he's feeling from eating all the cookies. He downs he downs the milk, and he just says, those were great. So now that we are introduced, what do you need?
We are deeply interested in the teachings of Bri.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we
am
we
too.
We heard about your outreach program.
You heard about my outreach program? That's amazing. They gave me no money for advertising. How did you find out?
Well, Miss Patience told me she knew how interested I was.
Patience, thank you. And she says, no, it's fine. I love your program. I love you. And she says, it's so interesting and cool that you're willing to like risk people's lives for knowledge because you're trying to further your faith, you know? And he says, exactly. Oh, you are Seven Ray Sunshine in my life. I'm so happy right now. Okay, so you heard about it. Does that mean you want to stay overnight and read some books?
We do.
Oh,
And-
wonderful. Okay. There's a lot of papers you have to fill out because apparently it's a huge liability.
Yeah, we were hoping maybe we could skip the paperwork because I am a priestess myself.
I'm pumping
And-
the brakes. That's the thing that I can say in this campaign because we have cars. I'm pumping the brakes. Hold on. Paperwork is God's work. Can't not have the paperwork. That's crazy.
Well, we can make
It's very simple. The paperwork is complicated. You write down your name, and then you check the box that says, we're not responsible for anything that happens to you. Do you think you can manage that?
I mean, what happens to the paperwork? What do you do with it?
It goes on file in case something happens.
But you don't review it.
What do you mean? I mean, I read it.
Well, yeah, but do you show it to the law?
What do you mean? Like, we're a religious institution. We have our own laws.
Okay. We just, we don't necessarily, how I was talking about that Muglin character. We don't really want him to know that we're gonna be locked in there overnight.
Definitely shouldn't tell him then.
Okay, but you won't tell him neither.
I have no reason to.
Okay. I knew that Patience' faith in you was good.
He looks at Patience and she says, "You're a good boy," and you can you see his little pigtail kind of go back and forth. And he says, "That's great. When do you want to go? It's an overnight thing."
I'm gonna look around. You want to go now?
Yeah.
It's getting late. We may as well.
Is there availability today?
Well, actually, I'd have to check. It might be a little too late. Are you willing to go tomorrow night? I mean, I could try to get you in tonight. But
The sooner the better.
So OOC, research is an actual gameplay pillar, and unlike 5e where they have pillars of gameplay but then they get rid of them with a single spell, this gameplay pillar will be your entire 20 level career. It is called a research, and it is a real thing. It's like a mini game that you have to do. It will take place in blocks of time, and then you earn research points, RP, and you have to hit a certain amount to get a certain amount of information to progress the research. So the more time you have, the better, essentially. But if you're willing to have less time to research, you can get you into night. If you want to try to have the most time possible, you might want to wait for tomorrow night. However, waiting might give this guy a chance to reconsider when he's not high on cookies.
We just bring another charcuterie board. That solves that problem.
So it's up to you guys. If you want to go tonight and have slightly less time, or wait until tomorrow, but that's a whole nother day of waiting.
Time could be running out for Casawana if we don't hurry up.
It's true. Also, this guy, if he knows Mintakis, who is pretty high up in the church, there's a good chance he would also have known Kosawana when Kosawana was working there. So if you wanted to try and pump him for information
about Kosawana, this would be an opportunity to do that.
Well, he's pliable.
He is pliable right now.
I say we go for it.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of downtime right now.
Okay. In that case, he will get a doggy bag, and then he will go with you guys right now.
Patience will go too. He pays his tab, and the bartender looks to you, Ketcher, and says, "Have a good evening, mother." And then kind of whoop you guys out onto the street, and then turns the thing to say open again. And Duga looks around and says, "Okay, let's go."
As I leave, I slap a scrawled note onto the bar with the recipe of the cookie sheet.
Beautiful.
Cookie tray.
All right.
So, as you guys are traveling across town, you could probably try to get some info from this dude on Kosawana, or the
Temple or just anything else if you would like. Otherwise, I can just fast travel you guys over there.
There was another. What was his position? Cleric of Bry. A man named Kosawana who was working there at some point.
Yeah, Kosawana. He was the most talented and smart guy who ever worked at the temple. A real shame. He had to take a sabbatical because he got in arguments with the other cogs about some kind of religious doctrine.
Were you involved in any of those discussions, or?
Well, I mean, I might have been standing nearby and heard some stuff.
Such as...
He was upset because he said that we were hiding the truth from the people. And that we were bowing down to pressure from the local government instead of the will of Bry. Anyways, there was a lot of yelling, and then eventually he was asked to take a leave of absence. And he said, "You don't need to ask. I will take it myself." And then he left. He was really mad.
Was there someone from the government that was asking for this?
Someone from the government?
You had mentioned that that the temple was... Kosawana had said that the government was putting pressure on you. Was there someone in particular?
The government putting pressure on us?
Sorry, maybe that's me misinterpreting. Kosawana had said that...
Kosawana said that that the temple was too busy listening to the government instead of listening to the word of Bry. He said that there was a conflict of interest. But I don't think he understands. Alkenstar is a different kind of place than the rest of the world. You have to do things a little different here. But he did not want to hear that. He was very, very upset. Which is very sad, because it was his idea. Well, he kind of looks around. He says, "Well, I mean, it was my idea. But talking to Kosawana is how I had the idea that maybe a good way to get people interested in Bry would be to start opening up access to the forbidden library, the asynchronous archives."
Funny how ideas come about in Alkenstar.
Yeah. Well, he himself had been spending a lot of time down there before he got in those big arguments about, religious doctrine and government and things like that. And then I was trying to convince him to calm down. Maybe just take a few days and come back. And then that, after I was talking to him, I just had this idea that, hey, maybe we should just open up the archives to everybody. Maybe knowledge is the secret to unlocking faith. And maybe if we're opening up our doors in such a way, it will show the government that we don't have any secrets at all. Honestly, I was very surprised that they agreed to the idea, because at first I thought it was kind of a dumb idea. But it was an idea that took root in my mind, and it wouldn't go away.
Well, it was
Can
a great
I do
idea.
a sense of motive on this? Would that... I'm trying to figure out...
Sure.
Would that cover something like that to understand if someone has been like?
I mean,
coerced?
perception can be a thing. Yeah, you can give me a blind perception.
Okay, I'll do that. Where's the sheet?
Oh, I guess we're out of the diner. I'll turn the diner music off. There we go. Okay. So what you're picking up from what he's putting down is he's very proud of this idea, but even he himself thinks it's kind of a weird concept. After all, the asynchronous archives are forbidden, and there's a lot of red tape to keep the actual priest from accessing this information. Yet they're willing to let regular ass people with no background check access it.
Yeah, that's sus as hell.
If you didn't know any better, you would say that this is a trap or some kind of like scheme, or maybe you're not actually going to be taken to the asynchronous archives. You're just going to be taken to like a tourist attraction, and it's just going to be full of like why you should love Bry pamphlets. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seems too good to be true and too weird to be true.
Yeah.
And you also, with your check, determined that Kosawana probably gave Duga the idea, and Duga is claiming that he came up with the idea himself. Which is a very Alkenstar thing to do.
Boy, don't I know it.
So I guess we're walking and talking as this is happening.
Yeah.
So Bolter kind of pulled back a little bit. I'm not sure if there's really any walking order or anything, but whoever's closest to him, he'll kind of just bend down and whisper to them, "We should be on guard. Something's very not right about this."
Okay. So you guys arrive at the Temple of Bry. It takes about an hour or so to get across town because it's in Skyside and everything. It's big, beautiful. It has like this sort of like steampunk super church vibe to it. Where I guess if like the Amazon factory robots were allowed to design their own church, kind of has that
God,
that
that's
vibe
terrifying.
to it. Yeah. And so he's like, behold the splendor of our temple. It's a little late, but I have I'm a pretty important guy, so I can take you down to the archives and get you guys set up. I just need you to sign these papers. Please put your real legal names and then check this box that says we're not responsible for anything bad that happens to you. Now, it is like 47 pages of end user agreement notes. I don't know if any of you actually want to read them, but the only two fields that you're filling out are your name, or sorry, three fields: your name, the checkbox, and your signature, and I guess the date. So first of all, does anyone read the contract?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ella would.
Okay, then I would need a legal lore or society recall knowledge to see if you
We have
Get anything good
decipher
out of it.
writing.
Yeah. Dungeon Master. Can I use my intricate knowledge of game rules to
okay.
to do lore games on this contract?
I will allow it. I will allow
Okay.
it. All right, Vulture. I mean, it sounds like you guys will be searched before you go down there, and that includes your extra-dimensional bags. And then you'll be searched when you go to leave, because you are not allowed to take anything from the archives except the knowledge that you gain.
Is it search and possession? Like, if they take our weapons, if they find it?
Oh no, you're allowed to keep your gear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's fucking dangerous. But whatever you, when you go to leave, they'll search your person and your stuff again.
Gotcha. It's
So
if
if
any
you wanted
property
to,
of the church that they find, that is stuff
Right.
that they don't want out. Okay.
and if you want to sneak things in, this would be the time to try and sneak things in, so that it's not on their registry as stuff that you had on you, essentially. It is an underground facility with only one known entrance, and there are clockwork guards. Clockwork guards seem to be at least the same caliber of the ones you recently dealt with at Kosawana's warehouse. Bella, as you give it a read. Let's see. Yeah, all of it seems pretty straightforward. You will be charged for any damages that you incur to anything inside there as well. And Stack, you got a similar check. So you guys are aware that they will search you, and all of your stuff and your extra dimensional spaces, and then they will search you again when you go to leave. You are, because you're starting late, you're going to be down there for I believe 12 hours, and you can try to get as much research done in those 12 hours as you can. You have 12 hours to get as much research done as possible. If you need to sleep, that's on you. But this is just how it works. So try not to damage anything. Definitely don't steal anything. And if anything bad happens to you, it's not the church's fault.
We're going in the next night, right?
Oh, I think you guys are going right now.
You want to be fatigued while we're doing all of that?
How long do we have until we're fatigued? I'm sorry, I was unclear on that.
You'll get fatigued around, like 7 in the morning?
I don't know what time it is, but that sounds like
that'd
a lot of time.
Likely 24 hours. That is 16 hours where you get fatigued.
Is it 16 hours to get fatigued?
Yeah.
That's bullshit, bro.
Oh.
God damn. Don't you at least get a roll for it or something?
No.
Ugh.
Well, it's 7 o'clock right now. It looks like.
Pathfinder characters are babies. Like, I don't get
Fatigue
fatigued for like
doesn't
3
that
fucking
much.
days.
Now we've learned how it works after all. It isn't actually as bad as we thought.
Right.
Fatigue just means a bit tired and you're not going to be attentive or whatever as you travel.
Yeah.
But
It's
that's
less
not
than fight and it's effectively fight and one kind of in terms of what it does.
Yeah, fatigued. You're tired and can't summon much energy. You have a -1 stats penalty to AC and saving throws. You can't use exploration activities performed while traveling. And
So
you
it's
recover
less-
from fatigue after a night's sleep.
It's less bad than fight and one, except that you can't sustain stuff like avoid notice or whatever while you're traveling.
But
That's
keep in
an
mind, this is Alkenstar, so you could drink some coffee.
Or you just do drugs. We could...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So coffee can offset the AC and saves penalty from fatigued, but it can stupefy you if you don't keep drinking it, and then you can't recover from fatigued as easily, essentially, if you abuse coffee. So it is something you could consider.
It's just -1 to AC and saving throws. I'm not that worried about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that tonight in there.
All right, sounds good. Well, I guess we are at time, right as you guys are entering the asynchronous archives. So we will pick up next week with you guys entering the asynchronous archives. They will, you can decide if you sign these legal documents with your real name and signature,
No.
or if you put down a fake name and signature. And then Katrin, Patience would offer to stay and help you if you needed it. Otherwise, she would let out a adorable yawn because she is full of cookies and has worked hard all day at the temple and probably wants to go get some sleep.
No, I wouldn't want her involved in this.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Then that seems like a good place to stop with the 5 of you getting ready to do research, which is actually pretty cool. When I ran this for the other group, research is actually, I thought it was going to be kind of lame, but it kind of has those vibes if you're old enough to remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where they would all get together and research in the school library.
They would encounter the creature at the beginning of the episode, then they would go and do research, and then they'll encounter
Right,
the creature
right,
at the end of the
yeah,
episode, and then whoop its ass.
You can
Rinse,
tell.
repeat.
You can tell that was a huge inspiration for the research concept for this Pillar of Play. So it's actually pretty cool.
I mean, it kind of sounds
and-
a little bit like the investigation stuff that we were doing
Yeah. Like they do a good job with these mini games. So as you get a certain number, or like scouting a route, how once
Yeah.
you got enough
Yeah,
points,
that
you
was-
learn
that's what it
something
was.
new. Yeah.
Honestly,
So
these are my favorite parts of Pathfinder.
yeah, there's these really neat milestones that happen during research challenges that, oh, if they get this many, this event happens. So it's like it's actually more than just like a skill challenge, which I think is kind of cool. So
Like different tiers.
Next time we do Night in the Museum.
it's kind of like a night in the museum. Yeah, a little bit like that. So cool. That is what we will do next week. Oh, all right, quick announcements. It is busy on our server lately, and that's really good. There was a Cyberpunk one-shot last night. I don't know how it turned out, but I hope it was fun. There is a Vampire the Masquerade one-shot tonight. I will be playing in that, and I will stream that. That's being run by Scottrick. Tomorrow, Daybreak continues. Mythic continues. And then next week, as far as I know, all my games are going to be running on their normal schedule. Very exciting stuff. I know that there's a secret server for Pal World on our server. So if you're enjoying that or interested in playing with other people from the server, there's some very cool people playing that. Ask around. You should be able to find a way in. Overall, I'm looking forward to this year and all the games that we're going to play and all the systems we're going to try out. So does anyone else have any announcements?
Sure.
Oh.
So my Thursday game of Stolen Fate is just approaching, like within a session or two, probably one. The end of book 1, and in the next few sessions would be a good time to add a 5th character, because I think that the game would become more enjoyable with a 5th character.
That has
Been
been
very
my
fun so
Pathfinder
far.
take. Yeah, that's been my take on Pathfinder.
Not because
as
of
well.
like combat or anything. I just think it would enhance party dynamics.
Yeah.
So it, I don't know time zones and stuff. It starts at 3 hours from now on Thursdays. If anyone's interested,
Okay, sweet.
I'll make a posting at some point. Maybe, who knows?
All right. Any other announcements before we adjourn? No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Oh, last thing. Last night we did a vodcast. It's normally an hour long. It ended up going 90 minutes because there's just a lot to say. It was me, Dom, and Lauren from the server. He plays in the Curse of Strahd game on Thursday nights. Lauren used to be a full-time paid DM. At one point was running 12 games a week. If you want to learn more of his story, it's definitely worth a listen. There's a lot of really insightful and interesting stuff that we discussed about paid DMing and why you would do it, why you would seek it out, what it involves, that sort of thing. So if you're looking for something to listen to during the week, that's going to be on our YouTube channel. But I found it to be very fascinating information, and some of it was information that I did not have, even though I did a lot of research on this, and I've done a little bit of paid DMing myself. So
just a little bit.
Yeah. Not 12 games a week. I think the most I've done is 7 games a week, and I wanted to die, so I couldn't imagine 12 games a week. But
When's the tutorial series for
paid game tutorial? I don't know. I was thinking as we were doing the podcast, I was like, damn, this is enough stuff. We probably could have done like several smaller talks about each of the subjects, because it's so much that goes into it, and it's such a big thing to discuss. But I think we were pretty thorough in 90 minutes of covering all the different aspects.
The irony of paid DM to learn how to be a paid DM. If you were to run a course.
Bro, there is an online course for everything.
Yeah.
There is an online course for everything.
Gang, I gotta go later.
All right, later. All right, I'm gonna go grab some food. Hope everybody has a good Saturday, and I'll see you around the Discord.
Ooh, yeah. Thanks for running. Guys, for there.